Hello. I've not even joined Discord with them yet. Now I'm in Discord with them. Well, no one's here yet. I need to get one of those things, don't I? That has a little light up circle to say who's speaking, but anyone who's been watching for more than 5 minutes will know who's who. And Streamlabs has a new icon, which is going to keep throwing me off. I'm going to constantly keep noticing that. Come on now, folks. They're all going to join. Bang on past. Oh, here's one.
Hello.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Judging by the fact that your wife took that photo, I'm guessing you
She
basically
didn't take the photo. Haha, in your
didn't
face.
she?
No.
I was basically expecting that you were doing like the magic eye stare in the direction of the page. I did immediately go to the D&D Beyond thing I have access to and be like, motherfucker, what's written on that page?
Well, yeah, I was flicking through and then I just saw the big amulet in the corner, like, okay, that'll be the one. That's the one to avoid. I have no need to read it now.
I've just been reading a bit about it. Mine hasn't arrived. Mine's been delayed. Fucking Kelsey Breeze. It was like on its way definitely today until 5 to 7, and then like, oh, it's been a delay due to external factors, but it might still arrive today. It's like, yeah, but it won't though, will it? So
Where'd you order
tomorrow,
from?
Amazon. Normally really, really good. Normally early. I've had a couple of things early from them. But I was going down the same rabbit, where the D&D Beyond article I checked because of you, I saw that mentioned a group, but I'm like, well, that's not anything from Barovia, and just looked at like some of the stuff they've chosen to do with Strahd himself, and his backstory is very different. I mean, I have seen stuff say like,
Have they retconned it? Have they explained that he's been misgendered all along?
No, streamers live.
I do know. I didn't say anything wrong.
I know. He hasn't
Just
been chromied.
It's just Watsy being very woke.
They have already said like it's not a continuation of like Curse of Strahd. It's a different take on Strahd, and the overall plot story is more the same. They've just had like in his youth, him and this other group have had all these run-ins with priests to an evil god who hate their god but continue to worship him as a means of power whilst they find out how to destroy him.
Have they been stealing my bloody thing? This is Star Wars: The Old Republic all over again. This. Tell you what. Got to be careful.
As I'm reading it, I'm like, huh. Oh, 1 second. Thomas is here. I'm just talking to Hitchin before we do D&D. What's up, mate?
I'm going to sleep now.
Okay, doke. Here's a hook. Just say good night to Hitchin.
Good night.
And we have 4 viewers. One of them's called Nikki and it's her birthday. Do you want to say happy birthday to Nikki?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Nikki. Happy birthday to you.
Excellent work. Good night, mate.
Good night.
Love you lots.
Love you too.
Go on.
You have to tell him if he's around next week. It's like, oh, it's somebody's birthday. It's Nikki's birthday. See if he'll sing it again. See how long it takes for him to click.
Yes.
Hide out other people.
We're definitely going to start doing that.
Yeah.
Hello, monkey. Hello, Schnoggle. I don't know why it tickles me. I don't know why it tickles me so much. It's just like some. It's just like some person I only know in a serious work capacity is turning around having some like ridiculous Call of Duty handle. It just tickles me that you're like, I'm a veterinarian. I'm also, but I go by Schnoggle.
McDogglefish.
What? Sorry.
Schnoggle McDogglefish, Woofy Bear the Third, Princess Poppy.
Is that what Monkey calls you, Joran? She's like, Joring.
That's their safe word. That's what Monkey has to say. So Lindsay can keep beating him so he can't get it out. Snuggle! Oh God, no!
It's yeah, that's the thing I saw the other day of the person with a rather pained expression, and it was like, what was it like when her safe word is flour,
flowers,
like the baking ingredient, but she keeps saying flour like the plant, and it was like, oh God.
Yeah, you sent me that.
Ooh. Very inappropriate. Hello, everybody. Tonight's stream may be briefly interrupted if Amazon pull their finger out and deliver my Van Richten's guide to... Yeah, my pizza from Fresco. But otherwise, who wants to remind us what Bartandalis did last week to a child?
And end of conversation.
I did alright.
Yeah, you showed that kid.
Hey, I didn't kill him twice.
Which you're ashamed of, really.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, yeah, there is that.
Okay, so what happened? What happened was Lindsay brought us all to the Bridge of Death, to the other side where there's a load of stuff with her giant owls, whilst I fled and, well, inadvertently fled away from the Balgora that Halvor was taking on single-handedly, as well as a bunch of vampires with his sun sword. Absolutely kicking its ass. And I let off a nice, lovely chain lightning that took the hair off Caspan's testicles. It was that close.
Shit, yeah, I forgot about that. His first one.
Yeah, it's gone now.
I forgot about that shit.
Nearly killed Caspan, who, for them that didn't watch, he was invisible, but the DM had showed me which square he was on. I had completely forgotten, and by forgotten, I blame Gallo Family Vineyards, Whites in Fantel, California 2019. So I nearly eliminated him. Got flown to the other side where there was a lot of vampires waiting for me. And then another Balgora appeared on this side, and Ludmilla was on this side, and then I tried to... Oh, I counterspelled somebody. Pew! And then I tried to YOLO swag as I got surrounded by vampires, did I get critted? I think I got a crit hit, didn't I?
I feel like
I feel like I did. I feel like
you were
like a
crit.
big. Yeah, I had full damage, full health, and then I went like, "Oh no, this is bad." So then I was like, "Lol, see you later, boys," and I blinked out across into the gorge, like into the darkness, prepared to fall all the way down, and then cast fly because I had one level 3 spell left. Unfortunately, as I jumped out and it was the caster vampire stone, they went sleep, and because I'd already been severely injured, it was like, good night, Vienna. And then I was incapacitated for 3 rounds.
2, but I think
2?
for you, but by the speech at the end, I imagine it felt like about 50 rounds for you.
I mean, there were a lot of combatants.
Yes,
that
they were very long rounds. Blame the owls.
Yeah.
Hey, blame the owls.
Halvor had killed the Balgora. He'd taken out some of the vampires. Siegfried had just managed to get on the other side of the bridge as it collapsed. Esmeralda, we found her clinging to the cliff at the bottom because she had Featherfall, which we'd all, I say forgotten about, but feel like we didn't know, which led to discussion like maybe at this stage in the game we should sit down and say, hey, Ez, show your fucking cards now. Come
She
on.
has used
what
it
can you
once
do?
before.
She's used it once before.
Mm-hmm.
Had I been drinking Gallo Family Vineyards while it was in Fandel, California in 2019?
It was one of our sessions, so I imagine...
if it was a Tuesday, there's a good chance I was. And then, at the end, Ludmilla tried to do one, scarpering up the cliff face. I used my last level 3 to fireball her to hope that she was injured enough, because she'd cast a big darkness. Apparently she had not been taking enough damage. The darkness stayed there, and then suddenly I was overcome and felt like I was surrounded by enemies. Unfortunately for young Caspian One Pube Valise, he was right there. Oh no, that's when I used my last spell slot. But I had a level 1, a level 2 spell slot left because I think it was Burning Hands that I cast on him.
You did.
And
Right into his face.
Right into his face, and then I nearly dropped him. And I believe that is where we shall leave it for today. So, thanks for the session, DM.
I mean, it was less talky than last week.
Also, like a 20-minute discussion as to how we're going to get Ryan flying across from the other side. With
yeah.
Whilst or rabbit or the cabbage or whatever.
Everyone was stood there arguing about the best thing to do, whilst Richard O'Brien stood there next to them, jostling them on for time.
His harmonica out.
So, where the hell is Bartandler? Oh yeah, there he is. Let me bring us back into
Alex is very quiet. You okay, Alex?
No.
Oh.
What's wrong?
I'm just enjoying the description of all that has happened.
The only time I've ever heard you sound Scouse, then. I'm just enjoying the description.
I've heard it a few times.
You sounded more Welsh then, to be honest, Horace.
It never happened.
Yeah, I was trying to do a French NPC, so it makes sense how it suddenly sound Welsh. So we are live.
Halvor firmly grips the handle of the sunblade and is going to will its light to become brighter.
Cora would like to start looking around on the floor for any arrows, please, because she has none. I would like to find some arrows.
I believe I have literally just set off a flamethrower in front of Casper's face. Am I still under the influence, or did it break?
Didn't Halvor come over?
It did.
Yeah, it was. Halvor came over and 4 HP punched you, I think, and snapped you out of it. But by this point, Caspian was on his back, crawling away.
Yeah, we definitely. That all happened before we got what's it across.
Okay.
Rhyme fang.
I will kind of like come around and see what I've done. And then see the singed and battered and bruised and bloodied boy. And I'll get up and walk out.
Stay back. And
I didn't mean
kind of pat snow into his, until you see like burns up his arms where some of his cold weather gear is just burnt away.
I didn't know it was you. She did something to my mind. I thought everybody was enemies, and you were there. You're the closest one. I'm not trying to kill you now, am I? Come on. Huh? Where's he just gone? Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I think because he'd been on the owl, it was being fucky. There we go.
I can't.
That looks better.
I can't move. Okay. Oh, why can't I move?
Do you snap back when you move? Yeah, it's. I'm gonna get as great as I thought that module was. It's proven a bit too problematic, so I will be getting rid of that. I'll just quickly drop everybody back on just before we get started, in case it happens to them as well.
Okay, well, I cast light, so they've got my light. Oh yeah, Angela got swatted, didn't he? God damn it. Fucking Bulgura. Or vampire, I don't know, somebody did it.
You cast a dark vision on us before the fight. Would that still be up or not?
Oh,
It's an hour, isn't it? It's not concentration, I don't think.
No, it's not. Yeah.
No.
That's true. There you go, dark vision. So I don't have my light cast.
Elder, it's so good to see you. We thought you had perished.
I managed to get my axe stuck into the rock. Slowed my fall with a spell, and then had enough of a foothold to swap to my climbing gibbet. And she just waves the axe over from one hand to another. So the magic stopped it from being damaged, I suppose. I thought it would have ruined it.
Well, we didn't know you had such an ability. Perhaps you should let us know exactly what magic you have at your disposal. Preferably in text-based form, so that I can read it later.
You have seen me use this before, but yes, next time we rest, I will tell you all about them. She says, as the DM screenshots a spellcaster page and prepares to paste it in Discord later. And of course, I can always, if we have the time, I can always learn some more. But Handless always seems to get those spell books.
Well, that and days of rest are few and far between.
And I look over my shoulder and I say, I never thought you were much of a wizard, I guess they call it. You have an actual spell book for learning new spells?
I do.
Mm-hmm.
All the time wasted.
No, I asked her ages ago to show me the Phantom Seas things. She just fobbed everybody off because we were too low level to learn her secrets.
No, but Phantom Steeds isn't the cast that isn't the spell she casts. Remember, it's part of the wagon.
Well, I mean, I've approached what things she can do before. She was always very fucking coy about stuff. But it's okay. I get it. I'm not telling everybody all the spells that I can now cast. What?
What?
I will hold my hand out for Caspian to help him up onto his feet.
Caspian, are you okay?
He
You
will
look dreadful.
get up himself and will stagger over to Halvor. I can barely stand. And I think he's gonna vomit on the floor. He is quite possibly struggling to remain conscious.
Well, although it looks like Ludmilla has gone for now. Do you think we should take a chance of resting up here, or shall we move a little bit away from this area first?
How long do you think we'll be able to rest here?
Oh, just an hour or so.
I think we should at least move somewhere further away. I mean, the tower isn't that far away. We don't know where Rahadin is. We're just here. This is the last place they found us. If anything, they're going to expect us to move further down, back towards the valley. Maybe we should. And I look back across the collapsed bridge and just stop and go, well, I guess we've not really got much of a choice now, have we?
It would seem so.
And I am also looking worst for wear. I look like I am a fifth of the strength I normally would be.
Approximately.
Approximately. Out of 49, I'm about a 9.
Out of 49?
Yeah, that's my max hit point.
No!
Yep.
Really? Jesus Christ!
I know, man. Yep.
Mine is over 100.
That's alright. My damage is more than yours. Go shut your face.
Is it though?
Yeah. I reckon now it is.
Is it though?
Viewers are asking if we can set something up so they can redeem channel points to give the party kit and equipment. I've said instead it should be used for removing equipment or kit or killing one of Cora's owls.
No owl killing
That
allowed.
sounds a lot more Barovia to me. Well, I'm at roughly a third. My usual self.
We're all looking pretty rough.
That's
Apart
not
from
bad. I'm well over half.
Cora's okay. Esmeralda's half. Yeah. Caspian doesn't even have a health bar. That's how bad he is.
He is on 1 out of 10.
I got nothing. I got nothing left in me to heal anyone up. You got anything left in your flask?
I have the one flask, and then that's the end of it. As much as I think it will be useful now, I think perhaps it will be best saved for emergency.
Yeah.
Don't my good berries each one give you 1 HP?
Yeah.
They do?
110 good berries, and then you'd be like full health again.
God, his stomach would explode.
It is like a day's rations per good berry, isn't it?
It'd be the biggest shit you've ever seen.
I mean, to be fair, I feel like could you administer a good berry? Because I feel like you have to chew them. Whereas like a potion, I feel like you just pour it down someone's neck when they're unconscious.
So they drown.
I've seen something, a very, very common home ruling is that you can administer a good berry to somebody else. It will restore 1 HP, but it does not give them any nourishment. Like, I don't really know what the reasoning is on that, like, unless your character really wants to RP being on hunger strike. You don't want, like, the druid guards to take away your agency.
So
It
realistically,
says in here that eating a berry restores 1 hit point, and the berry provides enough nourishment to sustain a creature for 1 day.
Yeah, if you were to eat one, but I think like forcing one down someone's throat to bring them round when they've been knocked out, a lot of people rule it that doesn't count as a day's food. I'm not sure why.
Well, he's
That's
still with
weird.
it, right?
That's weird. It's just like, how's that even a big deal? Like, the bigger thing is whether you let somebody be brought around from being unconscious. What's the ruling, DM?
I mean, no one's unconscious, so everyone can...
No, but we've got this
Pop some
Estus flask,
berries.
so it's like, do we just use that to top somebody up now, and then we've got good berries to bring somebody around if they get unconscious? 'Cause I'm
I was
presuming
thinking I can conjure 10 good berries with 1 go. Why not I just give all them to Caspian and then he's full health again, rather than having to use the flask?
I think having access to 10 every single day basically defibrillators. See, unless I got it the wrong way around, unless it's providing nourishment. Let me go and check up that guy. What the guy shared the very common home rule.
don't worry about it.
That seems odd.
I mean, technically I can conjure 40 HP then, because there's no maximum amount per day I can conjure, but they lose potency within 24 hours. Should we just all feast on a shit ton of good berries?
Yeah.
Yeah, now, while you're all up, certainly. Gorge away on those boys.
I'm going to at least get some and get Caspin so he's not about to die straight.
He dies off 1 hit point and off 1 hit anyway.
Hey, he survived a hit from you.
Yeah.
That's true.
You want me to not bother, just let him die.
It's the difference between a 1-hit kill and a 2-hit kill.
True.
Well, I've conjured some good berries and I'm going to be offering Caspin them.
He will certainly accept good berries.
Well, if he'll take them all, he can have them all.
I don't think
He
there's
can't.
He's got more hit points than I have now.
Yeah, but you deserve not to have so many.
Can you eat multiple?
That's what I'm asking.
Well, I mean, it's like I can. If nourishment means like 1 good berry provides like 2,000 calories, you can eat more than that in a day. It's not good for you, but you can do it.
Yeah, I mean, the pizza we've just had sustained us for a day, and we've eaten more than that today.
When you get down to town, Caspin's like 30 stone.
So, but yeah, he's only got enough. He can only eat 9 of them because he's full health. So he's got 1 spare.
Oh, chuck it, Barty's way, I suppose.
Just chuck it off the cliff so Barty can't have it.
I thought he was sick.
You gain 1 HP.
Boom.
But I'm going to get some temp HP.
Good idea. Would have been good to use it before the fight, but still.
Well, I didn't need it.
How long does your temp HP stand last for?
I think until I'm full health again, hey?
I think it's until you get your next long rest. Or until you replace it. Nice.
Decent.
Okay, shall we make a move? Get a little bit away from this place?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did I find any arrows, DM?
What was it you said your roll was? Wasn't it half of a D8, something like that? Oh, I need to add that to my table rulings when we decide.
Standard is half of the arrows that you used, if you were interested.
Okay. How many arrows did you use in that fight, Cora?
I used 7 normal ones and 2 barbed.
Okay.
3 and 1 it is.
It is.
Here, Cora, you might like these. And I give her the 2 arrows that I've got in my bag.
I give him a cheeky wink smile.
In that case, maybe I should stop carrying this bow around, if I'm not going to be carrying any arrows.
He throws it off the cliff.
You might need it when you're
Yeet.
down.
Hey, Bartandless, can you put this in the bag of holding?
Yeah. And I open the bag of holding.
I will send it to... Oh, in fact, it's a longbow +1. Definitely don't want to lose that.
Sir Eric's bow, if I remember rightly.
Indeed. I can't send it to the party. I can only send it to the other players. That's a shame. Can I drag it onto the thing?
I've just realised I'm going to cast light on a rock and give it to Caspin, who still can't see. Keep forgetting he's completely in the dark.
Well, he can. If he closes his eyes, he sees a bit of an afterglow at the moment. So, do you want
Did I not burn his eyelids off?
Yeah. Do you want the +1 longbow dragging into?
I have successfully added it, but it's duplicated, so I'll delete it from mine sheet.
Cool.
Got
Okay.
2 +1 longbows? Nice.
1 for each hand. Yeah, okay, so Caspin has a small glowing rock now, which he accepts cautiously. You can see Bot Analyst, despite what you've said, he seems very afraid of you at the moment. But is trying to not let it show too much.
And I give a look up and down, and I'm just thinking, why is he being so unreasonable? Can he not even see what's happened? Does he not think? He's not using logic. oh, why is he being so stupid? But then I kind of like have a pang of empathy. I'm like, Casper, I'm sorry. You know I've done everything to try and help you, right? I didn't mean to hurt you.
Of course, I understand. But he does not meet your gaze.
Your special relationship is fucked.
I've got a new special relationship. It's fine.
So we've probably got about 45 minutes left with these owls before I've got to send them off again.
How many have we got?
3.
So not enough to carry us all anyway. So
There's enough to carry all of us people, but not Rhymefang. He'd have to run along.
what? There's
But
5 people.
Yeah, they can carry 390 pounds each.
Hmm. Nice.
Prime Fang actually has 50-foot movement, so he's only 10 foot slower than an owl, or 20 if they're dashing. So I will propose that I ride Rhyme Fang, and that'll leave more space for owls to carry you guys.
I was going to say that the cliffs, as the bird flies, is appropriate in this situation.
Yeah, but we'd have to wait for Rhyme Fang either way, so unless I abandon him. And after all that effort getting him over the bridge, I'm not going to abandon him.
Are we allowed to have 2 people riding an owl, DM?
I didn't think we had previously on account of, unless we have the acrobatics or like be control to be on one, like Caspin, and if there was another child, Caspin and somebody else could not be carried by
He's
one.
not a child. He's still like a young adult. He's still like 14.
And I am also the size of the child.
Just to avoid insanity, we are going to keep it an owl carrying a person, like we've done so far up until now.
How many people can Rhymefang carry?
Just for one, and well,
One in his mouth.
He has the potential. Yeah. It's if he is happy to be ridden. In theory, I'm sure a couple of people could get on Rhymefang.
We might as well leave Caspin here then. I don't know why I bothered bringing him back.
I mean, I did say it was a waste of good berries.
It's your mate!
Less and less now. Right then. I look around, I don't know. I think we might as well just walk. They're not going to get us that far. I presume we don't want to go further than the Green Gate.
Maybe keep them around for the next 30 minutes or so as guards, and then send them away after that.
If that's the case, then Cora is going to fly on one of them and be able to keep a watch from the sky so she can see a little bit further. Like, we'll fly ahead of them so that we can see.
Okay.
In the sky on your own?
Yeah, I'm on a bird!
Okay. And as you're starting to mount, I will say, Corey, are you sure? Like, we don't know where anybody is. You separating from everybody's. I mean, it helps.
I'm not going to be that far. I'm only going to be like 100 foot ahead of you, but up in the sky so I can see what's going on without actually bumping into anything. And I'm going to have 2 other owls with me. You'll hear about it if something happens.
And I see that look of determination in Cora's eyes, Lindsay's eyes, and like, this is happening one way or the other. Like, all right.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. So you hop onto the owl. Say you're going about 100 foot up?
No, I was going to go like 100 foot ahead and maybe like 20, 30 foot up. I am aware they can be targeted and I might fall, so... Yeah,
and that you can't see anything after 30 foot, after 60 foot anyway.
Yeah, that's the one.
I'm not gonna drag you and the owl along just yet, but going along the path, you see. Oh, it's going quite slow. You see nothing except. Eventually, you see the solitary frozen tower and the glowing green flame gate. Are the others continuing after? And I will drag you en masse.
And I presume we're all walking that direction.
Yeah.
Yep. I hadn't realised it was that close.
Yeah. That's why
Oh,
I'm
nice.
heading back the other way, but we don't really have that as an option anyway. Unless we'd have been taken by the owls, that could have been just as sensible.
Well, we can still have the owls to take us over one at a time.
Yeah, considering how it went last time, I think that's probably a good idea. Although, do we want to go into the tower and see our friend if he's
Emil.
Mm,
Yes, is the answer.
Can I just say, I also forgot that it was literally this close.
Well, there's going to be a couple more
Can we
days
say that
down.
we were having this conversation en route, not when we're at the door?
You've arrived here knowing what... Well, you'd have been able to see it before you got to
Sure.
it.
Yeah. So
what was we saying as we're approaching?
As we're approaching, I'll say, look, we were told that Anastasia comes here, but if she'd have been here, then I'm presuming she would have been involved in all that just happened. Right?
if we go in there and there's something in there, we've got no hope.
No, I agree. Do you want to send in Norris?
Sure. Is there a window?
Believe there was a trapdoor on the roof as well.
There was a trapdoor on the roof, yes, that you saw.
Was there windows?
There were windows higher up, but they were not open.
The trapdoor was.
No, trapdoor was just on the roof. Yeah, we opened it to peek and then closed it, yeah.
Anyway, for Norris to see in.
And you actually made a point of locking this door again behind you when you left.
Yeah.
So there's no way for Norris to see in then.
It wasn't last time. Nothing has changed about the building.
So it was the windows frozen over or something?
Yeah.
Okay, then
I guess we open the door and send Norris.
I will spider climb. I'll start climbing up the wall. I'll say, look, might as well let me see if I can peek in before we just go barging in. But if one of us takes it, then all of us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, if he gets killed, we should just leave.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're walking up the tower onto the roof, yeah?
Providing icy stonework isn't too...
I don't think it does. Yeah, don't believe it does.
So.
It isn't like, if it was like... I feel like it...
Just spiders falling off ceilings in icy caverns everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, so you can walk up onto the roof, and you find
I'm
yourself...
going to kind of like crawling up. I'm going to go to wherever the glass window is and give it a little rub on the frost from the outside.
What, on this floor, or a floor up where you knew Emil
Where
was?
Emil
Or... Yeah.
I'll look through both of them. If there's like one on each floor, I will look through each one.
Yeah, the one... You see that was one sort of out above the cliff face.
Of course there is.
Here. That shows just an empty room.
Okay.
Upstairs.
I am trying to peek in as well, like just bobbing my head over. I'm not like, hello. So,
Okay.
I'm gonna have a look.
Okay.
Yeah.
So make me for the next one, make me a stealth check. So when you go up a floor to the next level, where you know where Emil is, and you're trying to peek in without being seen. I'd say make it with advantage, given that it's somewhere that.
Oh well, I have disadvantages because I'm wearing thingy. Do you want to just roll? And I don't know. You said advantage. I've rolled with disadvantage.
So we'll take the highest of them two, which is a 20.
Boom.
Yeah, you see the room looking as it was last time. The figure just about from here recognisable as Emil, sort of slumped against the side of the cage. Couple of very small, very insufficient blankets over him. And for a few seconds you think, is he dead? And you just see like a bit of a shiver from him.
A shiver? Oh. Okay. I will Make my way back down. Emil's up there, still. Looks like he's still alive. Couldn't see eyes on anybody else.
Remind me, did we detect magic on his enclosure last time?
Yeah, there was some kind of ward on it. I think it was like a modified alarm spell. It'd notify somebody if he went in or out, I believe. So even trying to let him out yet is potentially going to summon Anastasia, but
We are not in a position to fight her.
we're not. And like I said, there's no way that Ludmilla and Rahadin were coming here without Strahd knowing about it. And if, 3 of them knew about it, there's no reason to think that the others didn't as well.
Well, if we've seen 2 of them off, I can't imagine they'd come out on their own seeking a fight.
Well, I don't know. If they know how weak we are, then it might be the perfect time.
And if they know that we've got something that they want, they're clearly keeping him here for a reason.
I mean, I don't think they'd know we're weakened. I think that they know that we managed to see off all of their allies and that they would be outnumbered. We could always rest here for an hour and then let him go after that, so at least we're not out of breath anymore.
And I nod. Seems like a reasonable solution.
Well, might as well take shelter indoors where it's out of the wind.
And I nod, and I am just going to go AFK for a few minutes. Bear with me 1 second. I will still be listening.
Oh, will you be
Yeah, do you want to make a point of it?
Will be re-unlocking the door? You
Cora
unlocked it last time.
she can use my thieves' tools.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I assist somehow with encouraging words? I'm like a cheerleader for unlocking this door.
Okay, yeah, Cora, get me a dex check.
You are proficient in these tools, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's been proficient all campaign, but she's only owned
Got
one
me.
for the last 20 sessions.
So it'll be a dex check and then add 4.
Nice.
You feel that tumbler just tick over with a snap, and you know that the door has been unlocked.
Oh, that was a good door noise. Nice.
Yes, just in case you've forgotten from last time, a cold hearth stands across from the door, a wind howling down the chimney. A stone staircase is on the south wall.
I look to Cora. You want to see if anyone's been here? Looking around at the floor.
I will have a little look and see what I can see.
Now, that is something I know a bit about, so I will assist her on that. What might a person roll for that?
Survival, if you're checking for prints.
I know a little something about that, just not which skill to use.
Cora's nailing it.
What?
Tell me what you're doing, Cora. Tell me what your investigation, your snoop around takes the form of. Walk us through it.
Before Halvor or anyone else even had the chance to step forward, I put my hand out and stop him from going forward, and I get down to eye level and I see whether or not I can see any sort of dust that's been moved from the last time that we were here, because obviously it's been quite a long time now since that's happened. Check that there's no obvious sort of scuff marks or footprints on the floor that I can notice. Any hairs or any sort of changes in any of the architecture that we've seen, anything changed at all. I've got like a photographic memory of the last time we were here.
Everything. She's doing everything.
Yeah.
Doing all the things.
I'm basically CSI here.
She's Sherlocking it.
Just for prints.
You see in the open, sort of behind the open doorway, now loosely on the floor, a single, extremely thin silver hair or thread, which seems to have been broken, stretching across the width of the doorway. You also see around here a couple of small scuffs in the like the frosty dust on the floor. This is like freezing over on me inside this tower. This tower is more icicle than masonry nowadays. It's very much like when you've gone years without defrosting your fridge and it just grows and grows. They could be claw marks. They could be where someone's chipped something out the floor. They could be high heels. Who knows?
Anastasia's got silver hair, right? Or blonde hair. Am I right in thinking that?
She was light hair, yeah.
Yeah, she was light hair, but this is slightly thicker than a hair. And is...
Where's this? Across the doorway that we just opened, you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's basically trapping us, isn't she? Well, she's making sure that she knows if someone's been in here, even if they doesn't let them out. Doesn't look like it makes much difference whether we open that cage or not. She's going to know we've been here. It's just a case of when.
Do I know... Because I know you use silver thread for an alarm spell, but that's just a material component. You don't necessarily leave it there, do you?
You don't have to.
You might.
But you could do.
If you wanted to, sure.
I suppose if you wanted to, it wouldn't necessarily mean much. There'd be no reason to, unless it was a different spell.
So, if I inspect this hair, I'm happy that it's not a hair. It's like a piece of thread, is it?
Yeah.
Does it look like similar silver thread to my alarm spell that I would use?
Yeah.
Well, it's already severed, so it's likely she already knows the door's open.
In that case,
we'll get inside.
In that case, do we get him out and get away as quick as we can?
It's tempting, but we're going to need the rest either now or in the next couple of hours, and I don't think that here's a terrible place to do so.
Pretty defensible location.
Yeah.
Let's just go in. Where did you say there were scuff marks?
Around there.
Can I investigate?
You can investigate.
I'll take a knee and have a look over them.
Look at all these nat 20s. You see that they appear to be a couple of evenly spread claw marks, but then you see a point at the window where a step or two later there seems to be a single bare footprint. That is to be the foot of someone with no shoe or sock on, not the foot of an ursine mammal.
So a shoeless footprint here, and claw marks as in finger claws there.
Yes.
Looking from here, does it look like the window was open? Like if it was frozen? Does it look like...
Well, from when you looked in it, from when you thawed it out or rubbed through it before, that is a window that is the quickest way to open that is probably going to be smashed. To be fair, I could say... So you can say the quickest way to open any window is to smash it. You would have a real job to open that. It looks like it has not been opened in years.
Which way is the footprint? Is it footprint facing towards the wall or away from the wall?
Facing towards it.
Anything else around the room?
No. No, everything else is just as it was left last time.
Claw marks. Two sets of hand claw marks.
Are the others running upstairs while we're talking about this? We disappeared from my map.
Gone.
Little fuckers.
Spiders everywhere.
Yeah, there is now. Fucking hell. Go on, so what was the next thing you asked?
The claw marks, seemingly, thumbs in, facing towards the window.
Yes.
Anything on the ceiling?
Nope.
Okay. I will look at it curiously, keeping it in mind, and I will shut the door when Ez et al. Come inside.
Do you want Rhymefang to be forcing his way through the door? Or waiting outside, bartender, Halvor?
I suppose he should come in if he's able.
Okay. You want Casper in or out, bartenderless?
Out. In.
You want Rhymefang to try and get in. Rhymefang looks like he would struggle to get up the stairs.
That's fine. I think him guarding the downstairs where the door is wise.
Well, I would like the owls to be instructed to stay outside for now and start screeching should they hear anything or see anything.
I really thought you were like, if we could walk through the doorway, couldn't they?
Waddle away in.
Shall I presume that Norris is on your shoulder now, Cora, or is he outside doing the same?
No, he's back in his little safe world for now.
Oh, okay.
Dismissed.
Yeah.
But yeah, the owls would like them to do a perimeter patrol around the area that we're at, so maybe 100 feet circle flying around, just keeping an eye out for now.
Okay.
Does Emil react as we come up the stairs?
He does when the fucking DM can catch up. So.
So slow.
I know. It's always fucking owls. Big owls, little owls, some as big as your
Blame
head.
the owls.
It's always a fucking owls. So yes,
Blame the
again,
player.
despite his sweatiness, which is not sweatiness, it's art from his raw location in the module, which makes no fucking sense.
The water.
Yeah, bottom of Lake Zarovich. He, the light from the sword, he stirs and sort of peers through. So you're back.
We're back. Thankfully, we have not yet perished. Despite a run-in with Rahadin and Ludmilla.
Did you stick either of them?
Once again, almost, but no.
He's a slippery bastard.
That is true.
I don't think it matters much.
Shit.
We've killed Ludmilla once, and now we know she's back.
Killed her or killed her. And the second time he kind of just, with his hands sort of bound together, he kind of just extends a thumb and jabs slightly over his heart.
No. Though from the stories we're hearing about Strahd, I'm not necessarily sure that would make a difference either.
It's different for him, isn't it?
I mean, it might be different for her as far as Ludmilla goes. She's one of the more powerful spell users that have graced the land that we're from.
What is your land?
A long way from here. Beyond the mists.
Ferun or Dubek?
Dubek. What do you know of it?
Yes, one of the lands, Strahd, now allows Kirill to pass to do his snatching. He just inclines his head towards Caspian.
that how most other people get here?
I suppose you've had a lot of things happen to you since you were here a fortnight ago, and you've forgotten our conversation, but I have had little else to think over. Yes, we discussed this.
I'm sorry, it was 6 months ago.
It was literally 6 months ago for us. 2 weeks for your characters. Fucking hell. Strahd allows Kirill, since he took over the pack, stole the pack. And he makes a bit of a weird, almost like he tries to spit, but he perhaps is too dehydrated to actually manage it.
Sweating.
Yeah, very good. To go and snatch children for Kirill's games. He tries to force or weaponize the Huntress's gift. He makes children fight over death. Only the strong are then bitten.
Who was the last one that was bitten?
Fuck me. He gives you a name that I will have to dig out. There is someone, but I can't remember which NPC it is. So yeah, I'll stick that in Foundry to do, and he will give you a name.
I'm sorry if I've already missed this, but has Anastasia been here since we last here?
No. Although I heard...
She was due
the
last.
explosion. Oh, go on. Sorry.
She was due last time we came, was she not?
She was, but she did not show.
That ever happened before?
Occasionally, if she's had flights of fancy, other distractions, sometimes she sends somebody else. Sometimes... Well, remember at first it was Ludmilla who came. Anastasia only started coming once Ludmilla stopped. Now I know why that is. Go on, Cora.
But Ludmilla's not been here yet either.
No.
You say you know why it is?
Well, last time you told me Ludmilla had stopped coming because you had killed her.
Aye, but sadly, we saw her earlier today.
Not far at all from here, in fact.
Like I told you. He sort of jabs at his chest again.
Indeed.
You see him sort of flex. You can just, again, as close as you are, Halvor, you can just sort of see as you're pacing around, where the silver chains are on his forearms and around his wrists. You can just see deep burns.
What's over here? It looks like an alcove that would be a door or something.
It's meant to be an archway, so it is still wall. There's just like an arch window. It's
just like a window or something.
Yeah, it's weird.
Fine. Just it looked like there was like an exit.
Totally, it looks like it's a fucking open balcony. It's ridiculous.
We're gonna be heading back down the valley. I presume you wish to come with us to return to Zulika?
I do.
Zulika? What was it, Zulika or Zulika? Zulika. We need to rest somewhat. We know that we... Was that him coughing or you?
It was me, Kellen. The name he gave you is Kellen.
Kellen.
Mm-hmm.
Kellen was the last child taken who was bitten.
Mm-hmm.
When was the child bitten? How long ago was
He goes back to his notes. About, maybe 6-7 months ago now.
So I suppose there may have been more since then, but you may not be aware.
If Kirill is still in charge of a pack, then yes, I imagine so.
That's it. Are they bitten by wolves? They're brought into the pack, right? Not or bitten by vampire. Forgive me, I
They're
don't.
bitten by a wolf and given what should be the gift, but how much do you know about my kind?
How much do I know?
Esmeralda bristles.
Mm-hmm.
We've had
Quite a
few
lot.
encounters.
If inherited naturally by birth, it is a gift. If forced violently, a curse beyond their control.
The difference between choosing to change and not?
Indeed. Biting a child. A child who's already been snatched away from home and had such violence forced upon them. It does not make for a stable individual. They do not carry a gift. They would be maladjusted soldiers and psychopaths.
Just what he wants in his tribe, his clan.
In my pack. Yes.
Where was this Kellen from? Debec? Or Faerun, I believe?
Faerun. When I overthrew Skenis, I had promised him I would continue to take care of the pack in the true ways, but now Kirill disgraces us both.
Do the rest of the pack follow him because he's the most powerful, or because he's the one, because they have the same ideals that he does?
Their ideals should be inconsequential. We follow the leader. I know many of them shared my ideology. I know some of them shared Kirill's. But then he overthrew me and took the pack, and that is all that matters.
We will do everything we can to return you to the pack. And I look at Halvor and maybe even help you where we can. We're looking for allies. We mentioned it briefly before we headed up the Selenka, hopefully giving you time to think about whether you could help us against Strahd.
Allies are few and far between these days.
And obviously not just Strahd, but Anastasia as well.
And he sort of slowly pulls himself up to his, from his crouch and stands at his full height, and you can tell neither his chains nor the size of his cage are built to accommodate or encourage this sort of stretch. And you can see the chains really seem to dig in and sizzle, but he just keeps your eye as he does and say, "Help me gut Kirill and his brother, and by the Huntress, the pack will face your enemies with you." But Kirill and Vorador must die.
Sounds good to me.
And me.
I am going to make two. Do I want to do this, or do we want to rest first?
Say we rest first!
I was thinking that, but if he's currently being injured by proximity to Silver, having him at half strength is not going to be good either. But also, if it's an alarm, well, if there's an alarm as part of it, she should already have been alarmed, right?
But we might have broke that last time, though. We don't know that it's fresh. We didn't like...
Or that it could be some kind of variation spell where it summons something.
And we will say all this in character, and I'll say, hell. And I'll look to Emil and say, we have every intention of making sure that you are with us when we leave. But as you can see, and I am covered in blood, I am absolutely fucked. The battle that we've just had, in the event that we take you out of this place, we don't know who or what it is going to call upon us. It serves none of us well if we all fall and you don't even get out of the tower. We need a little time to rest. I'm sure you can wait a little longer.
I've waited another 2 weeks on top of 6 months. What's a couple more hours?
Also, just to check, you said, but the gift of the wolf bite versus being born. Which are you?
I was born. Was not bitten.
Good to know.
And I will slump down onto the floor, back against... Is it like a full window, or is it like half wall?
I imagine it's half wall.
Slump against the half wall. And I kind of close my eyes, like so tired. Is there any way to lift a curse?
On someone bitten, yes. On someone born, no.
Well, yeah, that's why I said a curse. We've already established that being born isn't a curse, it's a gift.
Good.
And eyes
I
closed.
like how
smile.
you think.
The boy. What do we need to do to return him to who he was? I don't know how to get back to this Faerun, but he's definitely not meant to be here.
Wizard magic, I suppose.
And I kind of open one eye. As easy as that? I thought it'd be much more challenging.
Had a player character been inflicted, then yes, it would have become a bigger mechanic, but no, not at this stage of a campaign.
I think there's rarely been a time that I didn't have remove curse prepared. It's either for fucking getting ready for being bit or his bloody armor.
I was bit once upon a time,
You
but
were.
perhaps the process would have been different if I'd actually gone all the way.
Yeah, I was
Right.
bitten by a vampire as well at one point. I don't know what happened, anything.
But no, I
forgotten
didn't forget. I didn't forget that one, Corey. Don't worry.
Maybe we should have allowed the DM to forget.
I mean,
I've
I've not forgotten.
Number of vampire bites.
Well,
think
you know, number of times drank a bottle with Strahd's blood in one.
Hey, I didn't do that, did I?
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
the-
you
The
did.
crux that you found on the hill.
You drank some blood this campaign, Cora. I've
I mean, that's
never
something out of
forgotten.
normal life, to be honest.
Oh, it's well out of our system by now.
Yeah, this is back in the day where we had reckless Cora with us.
Now we've just got slightly less reckless Cora.
Slightly less reckless Cora.
Yeah.
And ow.
Ow, Cora.
Yeah, just send the owls in to do the dirty work now.
Slightly less reckless Cora that did just touch something that was like a demon. So not reckless, to be honest.
Yeah.
Touch it. I'm gonna touch it.
So, yes, we are resting for a little bit.
Mm.
Okay. Is any sort of watch being established, or are we all just getting our heads down for an hour, or obviously like and they could be chatting away through it, but...
Well, Rhinefang is guarding the door. I'm not asleep, but I wouldn't say we necessarily would have a lookout.
And the door is shut, right?
Yes, you didn't lock it, but you shut it. If you
Yeah,
want to say you locked it, you can.
No, it's fine. I don't want to lock us in. But just so that, just so she's not sneaking, because I know she's all sneaky, invisible and shit. So I don't want her just slipping in through the doorway.
Well, are we resting now?
I think so.
Well, when we've been here about half an hour, I'm going to tell the owls to disappear
Off.
and start attacking us. Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for watching out, owls.
The owls...
Ooh.
And then the strongest owl gets bit by a mule.
Bit by Cora.
There's a reason I can conjure animals. Lunch.
So, the owls... are dismissed.
And we're talking about rations and stuff. Jeez, we could just like summon a lot of owls, kill them all, and just eat for days.
I mean,
Nah, they poof.
They don't. Though. That's the thing. We've established they don't poof, though, right?
got Goodberry, we're okay.
Yeah, no, but chicken.
And an hour passes, and you are all able to apply a short rest.
Huzzah! Right then, where do we start? Do we start on the big boys? Do you always roll your low? Oh, you lot are all only got one dice type. Do I roll my low ones first?
Alvarez too.
Oh no, Alvarez. Oh yeah. Do you roll your low ones first or your high ones first? High ones.
I'm using the big ones until I get close to maxing out.
It's a terrible start.
I've had a couple good ones and a couple okay ones.
It's more like it.
Why are my dice not showing up in the chat log? Oh, they are. No, they're not. That's weird.
The fuck are you rolling?
Oh, it's some targeted Esmeralda. Rolling some for Es. For some reason, we didn't come up with the usual colour. I think it's because we're a sandwich. My colour's quite purplish, and it was between Cora's. So, Esmeralda got an 8. She rolled 2. Where is it? A 7 and an 8. Yeah, she'll do one more after that.
Good lord. Got there in the end. Oh, right. And also, God, I never use this because we never really need short rests. I'm going to use my arcane recovery.
Fucking hell.
I know.
Yeah, Ez will stop there. Yeah, remember to actually apply... Wait, so Cora, how did you apply all of those hit dice, but...
She closed the window and then applied the rest after that. I was just wondering why she hadn't gotten a summary like I had. And yeah, we can never see your dice. I tried to look at the MIDI settings, but couldn't work out why. Well, we can see them when you roll random dice, but not when you're rolling for characters.
To be fair, because she's an NPC, I've not been rolling. I've not been doing hit dice through her sheet. Then I've just been manually going /roll, and I've got a track of how many of what she's got.
Okay, I'm using. Oh, I don't know. Configure how you would like to use. Okay. I've used Arcane Recovery. I've just recovered 3 level 1 spells.
Okay. Yes, a period of rest comes to an end.
well, it's quiet this far. Might as well get out of here. And assuming there's no objections, Halvor will go to release Emir. Might want to stand back, guys, just in case.
Are you going to be axing it open? Or sun swording through?
Well, what exactly has he got going on there for me to be opening?
So it's...
The chains.
Yeah, heavily padlocked bars, and then on the inside you can see there's just this enormous knot and tangle of fine silver chains around them.
So, for the smaller chains, I think that we could break through those relatively easily with, especially if they're silver. Silver's not especially tough. But I would probably put a blade or an axe onto the chain and then hit the axe on the back with something to cut through it that way and avoid killing Emil. And he said he's also in, got to get through the bars somehow? Is there like a door that can be opened, or?
Yeah, there's a door which is sort of heavily bolted shut.
I will make to open it up.
Okay. You hear that noise, and then a sudden growling from Rhymefang downstairs.
I'm going to start running towards the downstairs.
You also see... I've paused. How the fuck did Bartandalis get there so
I went
fast
down. No. When he said I'm going to go to the cage, you should back away. I was like, yeah, I'm going downstairs.
In that case, what you also... Oh, God, shut that fucking growling. Like 20 minutes of growling.
It's just a 1 hour loop.
It is. So, what you also saw, Bartandalis, because I didn't see you on the stairs, was... Where the fuck is it gone? I've lost it. Ah, there it is. It would be easier if I actually clicked on you. You see a brief moment where the entire floor, a circle, just glows for a rapid moment.
God damn it.
And then with a thump, just into existence.
Fuck.
I can't see it, I can hear you saying fuck, but the fact that it's a summon, called it.
Do I get to move as I see these? Because, like, I'm on the stairs, surely I can move.
If you want to say you want to zoop, yeah.
I am
a moment where they are like...
100%. Oh my god.
And yeah, I suppose you'd still continue hearing rapid, raucous growling downstairs from Rhymefang, and everybody would hear a couple of just loud, gruff shouts downstairs. Look at Halvor.
I know, Halvor just can't help but just go and have a look quick. As I'm coming back up and I'm saying, they're all here! Halvor's going past me down the stairs into the fray.
How high up is this tower?
We're on the second floor, so the roof is probably like 30 feet high.
So is that nosiness from Alex, or from Halvor? Is that?
Wow.
Yeah, is that nosiness from Monkey wanting to see what it was, or is that Halvor actually leaving the cage and running to the steps as Bartandalis comes up?
Yes, I would be doing that.
Okay, then everybody roll initiative.
Oh, we're so gonna die.
We are. This is not great. You have to start combat, DM.
Yeah, for some reason, only that one... What is going on with my... I feel
And
like...
Oh, it's because we're on a different thing?
No, you're all on the same map. For some reason, one of my menus keeps the currently selected menu keeps changing today, and all of you up here will now be placed into combat if you were not already. Was a nat 20?
Oh!
A nat 20 for initiative, Cora.
Why are there so many?
Oh man. So is Emil out? Did we open the cage and he got out?
Nope.
Oh. Did we do anything?
It was as you attacked the door. So the door is broken, but he is still wrapped in his chains. And at the start of combat, we have Cora. So let me just find the music. Where is that music?
We don't need music, we've got Arctic Wind.
There we go.
And seagulls, for some reason, in the background.
They're actually snow gulls.
Snuggles. Those owls flying away.
Okay. First track takes a second to ramp up, but yes, Cora, it's you. As you just hear, as Halvor rushes past you and heads downstairs, plunging the, well, I suppose there'll be a bit of light spilling up the stairs, isn't there? But I'm not going to from physics of that. Yeah, you hear shouts from downstairs. What are you doing?
Knowing that we only need as many hands on deck as we can, I'm going to try and get him out of the silver chains that he's still bound by. I'm going to use my hand axe of warning and use the technique that Halvor had been discussing using to try and break the chains.
Oh, why is his... So I just need to change something for him. Yeah, there we go. He also has no vision. So you want to kind of cut them off without stabbing into him?
Yeah, so you put the blade against the thing and then hit the blade hard to try and sort of force it through the hopefully quite soft silver.
Okay, make me a dexterity check with advantage. DC 14. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You see this big snap in them. You see that there's enough of them bound on him that it's probably going to take him a few seconds to pull them all off him. But yeah, his eyes just sort of light for a moment, and then he begins sort of just writhing and going to shake them off. What else are you doing?
I'm gonna... there's not much else I can do, is there? That was my entire action. I've not really got any bonus actions that I want to do, and I can't really move very far. So I'm gonna shout down to Halvor. Halvor! What's down there?
And I look at Cora like, werewolves. And Anastasia. A lot of werewolves.
I just shake my head and ready my bow.
Okay. Esmeralda is going to draw her rapier. She kind of will try to nudge Caspin to move out the way. As she gets to the top of the stairs, and she has a really grim look on her face as she sort of walks towards you, bartender. Just one weapon at the moment. Then she takes the other hand and is going to cast a brief spell and sort of spins as she does, and she is going to cast Mirror Image.
Ooh, they're all coming out.
She's used that one before as well. Making a couple of other S's, and the three of them plant themselves on the stairway. Unless you intimate to look like you were going to try and go past her when you could.
I'm like, yeah. I'm like...
She will step aside for you when that happens. If you think that's an acceptable place for her to hover.
Sure.
Okay.
I mean, I can move through her, so that's not a problem.
Yeah.
Oh, so they're all. It's the mirror image where they're all occupying her space. It's not.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Meanwhile, downstairs, Anastasia just looks up at you, Halvor. Just to Cora, who's upstairs, just to remind you.
Lovely.
I'm gonna join her.
Take me now.
Wow.
Anastasia looks up to you and sort of winces for a moment from the sun sword, but forces a smile. And you do see, Halvor, that it definitely is having some sort of effect on her. And she's, I will not be staying long myself, but... And sort of looks to the ones around her. Remember, Bartandalus will have little left in him. And kill the boy.
Right, do I hear this?
I think you all would, yeah.
Okay.
And then she is going to... Oh no, she's not. It's not her. She's just instructing this boy. Just looks up at you. It's like, does nothing to me.
Look at all these off-center boys.
And it's good. Yeah, that one was a bit weird. I don't know why they're off-center, because... Oh, it's as I mass dragged them. That's why. Let's give them all a little wiggle. Yeah, do you know what it is? It's because this is one of those weird maps where there's like different the old bone grinders the same. There's different cut-off sections plonked in different areas, and they don't all sit perfectly on a grid. So when I held them off in like their staging area off above the Solenka fog, when I've brought them back, it doesn't match. It's a bit weird. Anyway, yes, this boy just comes striding up the stairs towards you, looking pretty unarsed, and is going to attack.
Are they all hybridized?
Yes,
They look
they
like
are all.
it.
They are all in werewolf form. He misses, and then he is going to try and retreat down the steps. Do you permit it?
No.
Okay. Make your attack. Hits. As it slices through, he just yowls out for a second, and then he laughs and calls her, see, I told you he would. Now! What would you like Caspin to be doing upstairs?
I look at him and I say, it might not be your bag, but take the tools. See if you can get him out of them shackles.
Already broken the shackles
Yeah,
open.
Cora already has. He's just going to be taking... Yeah, I just said to him, he's wrapped in enough silver chain that it's going to take him a few seconds, i.e. one round, to drag himself
so
out of the
free.
mob.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
In
free.
that case, I point at him, and then I won't say it out loud. I point at Caspin, and I point to the roof. Point to the ladder,
Okay.
and then put my finger to my lips, because I don't want to say out loud where he's going.
Yeah. He will begin to ascend then. If the hatch can open, do you want him just to head out and up?
I mean, I want him to have a look around. He's got a light spell. I don't want him to just pop up, close the door behind him, and God, they're all here as well.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, he climbs the ladder and you see him sort of lift the thing for a second and then just turn and give you like a nod or a thumbs up. Would you nod back to have him go out?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Caspin heads onto the roof. Back downstairs. This boy gonna jump up. make to attack Halvor. I'm just got my shield so far. That shield of Argynvost just knocking them all off. And then this one quickly leaps back. Oh.
Well, whoops. I meant to move back and forth in space and it teleported me.
And he just leaps back as he's finished making an open that the next one goes into. These seem to be working very, very well as a unit.
I was kind of hoping they couldn't get me up here, but they can.
This one comes in hard, sort of emboldened by having his friend next to him.
I suppose where we are, we can kind of see what's happening on the stairs. Are they reaching Halvor from, like, the floor, like just swiping at his legs type thing?
Yeah.
Not all...
One of them is next to me, and then the other ones are taking it in turns to stand in the spot where they can attack me.
Okay.
Halvor, can you please make me a DC 12 Constitution saving throw?
Yeah, all day long.
Just checking.
And I can't remember what Anastasia does. I feel like she's like an assassin, not a caster.
Will step back, making a gap for a third one. And they're just one after another, just, I'd say dogpiling, but I couldn't in good faith. Going past you. Oof, big AC. Big AC. But not big enough.
You're right there, Halvor. Can't see your hit points.
Oh, he's not arsed.
Hang on.
Shrugging it off.
It's not applying full damage.
Eh?
Are you raging or something?
No.
I think that showed me as...
It's 17 and 4, and I've taken a total of like 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 or something.
Oh yeah, that... Oh no, that was for Constitution saving throw. No, that was for bite. For some reason... Oh, it looks like for some reason the saving... The saving throw for Constitutions, it seems to have interpreted as a or half on a save.
I'll just manually adjust it.
Yeah. You put it back to full health, you fucker. Okay, cool. Yeah, so he bites, and then he steps out the way.
It's not going the best is how it's going by the time of this.
Leaving Anastasia. So, the light from Anastasia continues to burn away at her, but she still looks composed. She is going to step away from. She's going to step away from Ranfang. I imagine Ranfang would take a snap, would he? That you're in.
He would.
Yeah.
Roll that, I think. Hang on.
Oh yeah. Go for it, Ben. But he would not have pack tactics.
Hey, Ranfang, my boy!
Yeah, boy!
Okay, yeah, roll that damage.
What? I didn't know he did that much damage. Nice.
Nice.
Suddenly he's decided he's going to train Maggie to bite.
Get wrecked, Anastasia.
She steps to the window and turns into a swarm of bats, which erupts out of the window.
Is the window open now?
As in, erupts through the window. There is a smash. There is a, yeah. Ooh, I think I actually have a glass shatter noise.
It's going to be disappointing.
There we go. Yeah.
She drops the glass that she's holding in the picture to turn into bats.
Yeah.
She always walks around with a glass of red wine. Sorry, blood. I like to think Caspen's sensible enough. Whoa! I see her out the window.
No, you're down to just moving her away out of Halvor's sunlight. Okay, bot analyst, it's you.
So we heard the smash.
From downstairs, yes.
Okay, then I'll say, Caspen, be careful! And I'm going to start casting a spell, because I don't know that Anastasia has disappeared. I'm going to start casting a spell, because I can't exactly remember whether she's a caster, or an assassin, or a hybrid, or whatever. No, she's good with a knife. And I'm going to precast Web from my Cloak of Arachnida.
Okay.
And then I'm going to step down. Poof. And I am going to apologize to Rhymefang, but... Oh, am I stood on top of Halvor here?
Yes.
Okay. I am going to cast Web. Well, I've already cast it. Whoa! Oh, well done. Sorry, 1 second. Okay, I can't cast it from the thing because it's just opening a link to like the SRD 5e.
You've got the spells, haven't you? Just cast it from your spells and don't take the slot off.
I've not got it as one of my spells.
You've
I should
not
have.
got web. Let me drag it on for you.
Yeah. No, it's just off the thingy, so I've never learned it.
And you can't cast it. Where are we? Spells.
Okay.
Spells.
How do you like it? How do you like it?
Oh. Okay, I've added it onto your spells.
What level is it? A 3, 2?
You can't. The Foundry UI for spells
Yeah, it
is
doesn't say it.
shite.
It doesn't say.
Same for, like, same for
I can do a
schools.
search. I can do a search, which is good.
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously I don't have to do. I know. Yeah, I don't need to use a spell slot. Go away. So this actually should be double the size with my spell. This is actually. I mean, it is going to hit everybody. But it's going to cover the entire room in front of me. So
everyone.
Pop. Yeah.
So it's the entire room, which would include
the entire room,
you
excluding
and Halvor,
me.
but you're not.
No. Well, no, I don't have to include myself in it.
Is it a choice one? I thought it was just.
It's a 40-foot square. It's a 40-foot square.
Yeah,
so
but what I mean is, I didn't think it was like a spell where you could choose people to be immune. I thought it was just.
No, you can't.
everywhere.
I'm saying I'm going to cast it in front of us, so it's going to expand out to the left, to the right of the room that is not covered, and beyond. So the line in front of me. That's where I'd put my 40-foot. I wouldn't include myself.
Okay,
I get
so
to choose the 40-foot area.
It goes shooting up the wall and the ceiling a little bit.
Yeah.
As well.
Oh yeah. It's a cube, so it's just like funnel web, spider web, just everywhere. So they're just clinging in it now.
Okay.
So apologies to Rhymefang over there, but we need to stop these bad boys moving around a little bit, and then I am going to move back upstairs. There we go.
As you do step away, one of them will lash out at you.
Okay.
I like how you brought yourself back. What are you doing?
Oh yeah, there you go. Hold on. There you go. I'm there.
Oh, in fact, two of them are in range of you. Just seeing you come in and just shoot out this wad of spell as you go to step back. Two of them are just like, that's a one.
Got nothing left in me, huh? I will use shield.
You won't, because you used your reaction to cast that precast spell.
Didn't he? Wasn't it all on his turn?
It was in the same turn.
But you're precasting it, and that's the payoff, isn't it? For the precasting.
Oh,
is
sure.
that you use
You're
a
right.
reaction
You're right. Yeah.
to shoot it off.
Hold on. Then I can't move. Then
You can't move.
I can't move away because that would have had to be the end of my turn if I'm using it as my. Because you can't use a reaction on your turn, on your go.
No, when we looked it up, didn't it? It says, but you can use the reaction. The reaction is the trigger. That doesn't force the end of a turn.
No. But what happened was, no, it doesn't. But you are holding it, and you then can release it as a reaction. You can't use it because what I was saying is that I was doing it, I was moving, and then it wasn't my turn, and then I'm releasing it essentially out of turn. You can't use a reaction as part of your action economy. So I actually can't move. I have precast it, moved. That's the end of my turn, and then use my reaction out of turn to then release it. So it's already my go over once I've released it.
I don't want to distract by getting into it now, but I think that I don't think that's right. I think that fucks you unnecessarily because like, what if you wanted to just pop off like a fireball around a corner?
Well, that's the point.
We'll look it up, but I'm happy for you to continue being able. I mean, if these two reactions don't take you down, because I think that seems bullshit that for precasting that you then just have to fucking stop immediately if you might have had like 20 foot of movement left. So I'll look it up, but for now you can move after you've released a precast spell.
Okay.
But if the
idea is that because you're releasing it as a reaction, you're precasting it, moving it, ending your turn, and then it's on to the next person's turn. It's like, and now as my reaction, I'm going to release it. Because you can't use a reaction as part of your action economy. So that's what I'm saying. So it would have already been the end of my turn, and then I've used my reaction on.
Well, I don't like that, and I might change that. We'll look it up. I think the trigger was him seeing them and deciding to shoot it off. However, do I see that attack has actually made a concentration for it drop off anyway?
It's not a concentration spell because it was cast with the.
Oh, cool. Okay, cool.
Oh, I don't think it is. Hold on, let me double check. I don't think it was. It's not because it's not my.
It's an item. It's not part of your. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can still move, but the other one is going to make his attack on you as well. Oh, sorry. Can you make me?
Constitution saving throw, which I need to roll anyway.
That Constitution saving throw was the
yes,
was for something else. Okay, let's make the other one will make his. Okay, so your spell persists.
My spell isn't cast.
Yeah, I know, but you've already rolled a Constitution saving throw as an 8, then haven't you? As part of the attack. Ah, right. So damage. Right.
It auto rolled it. Okay, I thought I'd cancelled it.
Well, I think it would have prompted. I think it prompted you.
It did, and then I pressed cancel, but it automatically rolled something as well. Apparently.
Ah.
Yes, you may not ignore it.
Right.
Okay. Yes, and then you are able to keep moving back.
Okay. So have they made saves for being webbed or not?
Not yet.
Oh, do we need to? I thought it just fucking happened. Okay, what do we all need to make?
Hold on, 1 second.
And is Rhymefang also webbed?
Yes.
Yes, I can't exclude people from it. So
on account of his girth.
Big time girth. Okay, so web. It's each creature that starts its turn in the webs or enters them during its turn must make a dexterity saving throw, and it is a DC 13 because it's not my spell; it is the item.
Can you roll it? Can you roll Rhymefangs for me just to make life a little easier?
Mm-hmm.
So he's fine.
They don't have to roll it now. It's the beginning of their turn. It's the beginning of their turn when they start their turn.
Okay.
So you don't have to do
these top two have done theirs. I'll do the others. Right. So are you moving back up then after being assaulted?
Yes, I am.
Well, you can't because it's probably motherfucker. Anything else from you once you're back up there?
And I look at the gash in my arm. I'm like. I look over at Emil and like, well, that can't be good.
Yeah, Ez does not look good for you either. None of the Ez's look good.
They all look at me at the same time like, oh.
Yeah. Okay, anything else from you?
Nope.
Halvor, you're up in a second, but first, do Rhymefang's dex saving throw, please, DC 13. He's good. Okay, what would you like Rhymefang to? Well, you can just do it, can't you? I don't have to.
So do you want me to read?
He cannot move, right? Because of essentially he can't push past them because he's a large creature.
Yeah, because he's boxed in by them.
Okay, so he's gonna lash out and start biting. He only gets one bite, right?
He does. I think Bartandros thought you were asking web mechanic questions then, but you passed the save, but you're just penned in by bigger boys.
Good roll. He does
Very
12
good
damage
roll.
to one of the wolves.
Nice. Anything else from him? That is to say, is he shifting one tile to the right?
He's not.
Oh, so he'll have to. It doesn't say on web, does it? But if they, I don't know, if they succeed, they're like immune. So he'll have to do it next turn.
No, they're not immune.
Yeah. So next turn, because he's stuck in it, he's gonna have to try it again.
Yeah.
Okay, Halvor, it's you. And what is this? Why are you incapacitated on your effects?
I'm just using it to track my reaction.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Which I now have back. Okay. I am going to... Is there a way that I could position myself on these stairs where I think I would be able to not be vulnerable to someone reaching up the banister to scratch at me? For example, if I were to kind of back up against the wall a bit like this, is there enough space on the stairs that then the person who's over here...
They would be... I
Cover.
suppose, but yeah, I'd say you'd be getting a +2.
That's bullshit. Okay.
And they are still adjacent, right?
No.
Oh.
It's just because of the grid. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, they don't. Yeah, you could move down one and be clear, but it would also free up space for one of them to enter that square just by climbing up the banister.
That is true. They can climb. For now, I'm going to try and attack the one who's already injured because I want to try and kill one as quickly as possible. And I'm going to open it with a shield bash, try and knock him down.
Is the sun sword silvered?
No, but it's a blade of pure magical energy.
Yeah, it kind of supersedes.
It's the same thing anyway.
Yeah, so you're right. 9, you win.
I was tempted to try and make him restrained, but I'm going to prone him for the sake of advantage. So I knock him to his back onto his haunches, and then I'm going to strike him with the sun sword.
Okay.
Quick jab, and then another big swing.
He just gets swept down with a bit of a on the floor, and seems quite surprised. And he's not looking good at all.
And I will end my turn right there.
Okay. Upstairs, Emil starts rapidly just tugging off these chains that are on him, and you can just see massive just lines of red welt where they've been digging into him for God knows how long. The smell of burnt flesh, Cora, and he just has this determined look on his face as he's just staring up that staircase and is just tugging him off quicker and quicker. I thought straight away we'd be getting that.
So he looks injured though, right? He's not at like full health by any means.
Yeah, it would seem that his captivity and being burnt for at least 6 months 24/7 does not have him in the best state.
Sure, but he's obviously got regenerative and he's not died in 6 months.
Once he's not wrapped in silver, maybe that will start to kick in. This one passed its dex save, its unnecessary dex save before. It is going to look from you to Rhymefang and say, "Nice pet." And it's going to attack Rhymefang twice.
No! Leave Rhymefang alone!
Leave Brittany alone.
is Rhymefang going to turn into a werewolf?
A dire werewolf.
Wee wah, wolf.
This is the other one who passed his unnecessary save before. He is going to... burst out the door.
Lame. We should have locked the door.
Cora, it's you.
Do I hear the door opening?
I would imagine yes.
And so this window over here, does that correlate to where I would see the wolf?
Frosted over. Let's have a look from where. Let me have a look from where he is, because you do have vision out through it. I have marked them out as vision having ones. You would see him on the floor beneath you. I would say he's very difficult to shoot at. You'd like to what?
Oh, if he's very, he wouldn't be. It wouldn't be easy to shoot at.
Well, you could just cast a glance, but he is basically through glass and 20 foot, almost directly underneath you. I don't know what angle you pretend to be going for without smashing the window out and leaning out.
Wreck it.
Okay, no. In that case, I will leave him and I will go to Halvor's aid. So, whereabouts can I stand that I can actually see down here, but still be a relative distance away?
Nowhere. You need to get past that first step, basically.
Yeah.
Well, looking at the two maps next to each other, from where you are...
So she's now in the same tile as Halvor. From where she is, just on a...
So,
she just isn't on
the next tile over would have a werewolf on it.
So here where I'm stood on top of Ez, then I should be able to see the two that are attacking Halvor right now, right?
Literally go to the balcony there and just shoot over the top and be able to see the dude.
I can't, but, so
That's
can
true, yeah. So if you stood where Bartandalus just pinged, you would be able to target the one that is to the left of Halvor, the one that's prone currently. So it would be a disadvantage. Oh no, it wouldn't. Is it for you? Well, no, it is. It's ranged. It's ranged.
Shooter.
Yeah. It's ranged against prone, but then you are. Is close quarters just cover, or does it specifically say?
No, it would be disadvantage. It's just she doesn't get disadvantage for when they're really close, but there's still disadvantage for it being prone.
So you could get disadvantageous shots on the one that's on the floor next to Halvor.
Can I make a point that I get prone given disadvantage because you're shooting at range and they're on the floor and further away, but surely being above them and then being prone is essentially the same as them being stood up.
Better, bigger surface area.
I'm just saying, mechanically, alright, I get it by raw, but realistically, if he's just lying down and she's above him, it's not really prone to her. DM's discretion, obviously, but...
Well, I'm going to go where Ez anyway.
We'll stick with it only because of the... There's much more chance of that coming up in the future that I don't want to set a precedent for. We'll be having rooftop sniping.
I would rather just go to the place where Ez is so that I can see multiple wolves so that I can get a whole break.
Can't occupy her space, though.
I'll shove her out the way. Get out of the way, Ez.
Kick her down the stairs to the wolves.
Yeah. Get a bit of fodder.
You can
step through her and fire and then move back.
Yeah, I'll do that then.
Isn't that Halvor's spot?
Well, there's a space below me where technically there is room, so... Go on, move down so you can actually see where you're going. Now, if you go down one, then that's a space.
Okay.
So, okay, now I can see where I'm actually firing, which makes life a lot easier. The two that are adjacent to Halvor now, are they within 5 foot of each other?
Technically, yeah, we'll say yeah. Well, I mean, one's also 5 foot lower, but yeah, in terms of tiles, they are.
Cool.
But not full floor.
I'm going to Horde Breaker. I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark first.
Okay.
It's been a long time. Hold on.
It's been a week, hasn't it?
Oh,
At least.
she's used it. Oh, she hasn't used Hunter's Mark in ages.
What about the owls now?
Hold on, I need to target him first. That explains it.
With what, sorry?
I've just completely forgotten how long. It's been literally 6 months since I've done Hunter's Mark, and I forgot
No,
that
it fucking hasn't.
It really
6
has. I have
months
not
of
used Hunter's Mark in forever.
What a crock of shit.
I've been owling it up every week.
Owls for
Haven't used
days.
Hunter's Mark.
All right, I've hunted marked that dude.
She only hunters owls now.
Never heard such shite.
I'm gonna fire on this here wolf.
Okay.
That's a
Disadvantage, that one?
remember.
Oh, disadvantage isn't much there.
4 days.
Tell me how you kill him.
Oof.
He's coming up to bite Halvor, and I rush up right behind Halvor. I'm just behind his shoulder, and I literally fire an arrow straight into its eye, and it just drops.
Of course.
I
I'd even pointed at the webcam beforehand, tapping my eye, being like, "It's an eye shot." I tap my eye, and then I tap my eye, and I tap my throat as well.
Well, yeah. I mean, what else are you gonna go for? It's a kill shot. Fucking hell, DM. Shoot him in his foot. He dies of fucking gangrene.
No,
It's
one.
like-
Shoot him right in the cock.
Yeah, cock shots.
I have two defences here. A, I'm a vet. I know the best way to kill an animal is through his head.
Well.
B, I'm over the shoulder of a 6 foot guy, and I'm 5 foot tall. The thing has got to be heading towards me for me to have a chance
So
of hitting.
you paid all that money for all that education to learn that the eyes are
I know.
squishy.
It's actually not the best way to kill it at all.
Which lesson was that? Now you are a qualified veterinary. I will let you know. The eyes are a weak spot.
If a pet needs putting down, do not use shot.
Stab him in the
For
eye.
the eye. Pencil is all need.
I'm afraid your Syrian hamster needs putting down. Summon the Fletcher. Okay, so you've killed that one, Cora. Then what are you doing?
No, she nicked him with an arrow. He's gonna die of tetanus.
I want my hunter's mark to move to the other one that's next to Halvor.
So you've just casted this turn. You'll have to wait for next turn to move it.
Yeah, okay, right, fine. Well, I won't do then. I will just fire on the one that's next to Halvor instead.
Okay.
What? Another one?
4 days. You coming at us when we've got this girl up here?
Nice.
And now I've not used Hordebreaker yet, so I'm going to use Hordebreaker on the adjacent one to it. I'm going to Hordebreaker the one that's within 5.
Through a lot of them.
Oh, less impressive, but still okay.
What happened with the 2 werewolves that were after me? The 2 at the bottom of the thingy. Did they roll? Did they even take a turn?
They didn't. One wasn't in it. One hasn't got to his turn yet.
But even one wasn't in it. They're all in it.
No, but one that was to the left of Halvor.
Oh, was they the ones on the stair? Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
And frankly, he's dead now, so it doesn't matter. Okay, yeah, Cora, you lose a couple of arrows off. Anything else from you?
I'm just going to back off so that other people can get in the fray if they want to. So I'm going to move 10 foot back where I was.
Okay. Having seen this window open that you've made for her, Esmeralda will step down and fill the same slot. In fact, no.
Don't use fire!
What'd you say?
Don't use fire!
Ah, yeah. I know! She will step over the dead werewolf. We'll cast fire button.
God fucking damn it!
Did you say it's actually bigger than that cube? It's the whole room, basically?
It's the whole room, yeah. Everything north of the stairs, it's all web.
She is going to cast Magic Missile.
Choo choo choo.
Goo goo gachoo.
I always forget. Magic Missile's awkward with Foundry, isn't it? 1d4 plus 1. Let's see how that works. It always hits. 1d4 plus 1. Yeah, I need to click it 3 times, so I'll just say this times 3. Okay, 6. So just a flurry of goes shooting over and hits it. Let's have a look. And then she will step back to make way for Cora. Halvor, you see this wolf above you, sort of looks and sees her about to go for a second, and sort of instinctively reaches out to claw, but then just looks at you and waits. Hey, Ez, step on the fucking tile. There we go. Who knows what becomes of Caspian Valleys up on the roof. This one needs to make a DC 13 Dex saving throw.
That was so close to being a 1.
I know, with a tear of weapon, it just comes charging up the stairs towards you, Halvor. He is going to attack. This one comes at you with the unnatural ferocity that the other big boy came at you with. And hits.
He's attacking you with bite, wolf, or hybrid form only.
Make me a Constitution saving throw, please, Halvor. DC 12. Oh, I told you already prompted you, hasn't it? Okay.
Oh yeah, we're all going to be part of a meals pack.
Bites you hard, and the claws just get knocked off by the shield. And then he is going to attempt to... In fact, no, he is going to move down beneath you.
I like how
This one.
Anastasia appeared already prepared. She should have just like appeared in a nightie, or she was just in the middle of a bath or something, like all wet hair and up in a turban. Motherfucker, I was in the middle of something.
Another rip of webbing. Get that fucking shield off him. God, that dice roll was a journey there.
Don't stop.
He rips out as well.
It's been really useful so far.
I mean, they're still in it. It doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
They're fucking about staying in it.
They're just, piling on at you. He will remain where he is. You just see all this weapon. Even if they don't move, if they remain in a position,
if he starts in it,
isn't it?
He has to roll it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's magic. I imagine they kind of like knit and regrow.
Yeah. If he gets restrained, then he is slim pickings.
If he gets what?
If he's restrained by the web, that he takes the restrained effect. So then he's like easy to kill because it's like advantage on attacks against him.
Upstairs. Window bursts in as a cloud of bats pours into the room and manifests as Anastasia, who looks between you all with a smile, and then she draws from behind her back, even though you'd seen there was definitely no way it could have been there, a long beautiful
Glass with wine.
red sword and a large red kite shield. And she points directly at you, Cora, and steps towards you. And as she does, she lets go of the sword and shield.
Oh no.
Why is she pointing at me?
Because I'm weak.
But she's letting go of the sword and shield.
They might float.
because
They
they
might be like
fly.
animated. Yeah, they're gonna like flying shield and sword. God
She
damn
used
it.
them on me last time.
Did she? Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
you never
remember.
told us this.
No.
I was kind of just hoping that she fancied me.
I mean,
For
she might-
dinner?
yeah.
Or maybe
She's
she's
gonna
not
check
I'm one of her kind. No.
And she's looking at you going, snack. You little snack.
Bartender listens to you.
Endangered.
I look at Esmeralda and go, Esmeralda! I don't know enough about it. Can vampires be charmed?
Absolutely not.
Damn it!
Intricate.
That suddenly changes things. I am going to. Ooh, do you know what? I don't think I did it when we were at dinner with. Oh, I don't think I've not got it written down. I'm going to bonus action to see if I can get Anastasio's name.
Okay, what's her save?
It is. Spell DC 17.
Wisdom, yeah?
And she gets with disadvantage. Yeah, wisdom. Nice. Then, what's her name, DM? Ooh. I don't recognize a surname from anybody, do I? That's a.
Make me a history check. You had heard from, well, you were told at dinner she was from an old Barovian family. You've not day to day in your adventure. It isn't like, oh, that's.
We've not come across it in the campaign.
That's Bildraff's surname.
Right. I will mark. I'll add that in a minute. Okay, so I am going to.
Halvor, you're up soon. Well, I'm sorry, Halvor, you're up immediately with Rhymefang, and then Halvor proper is up soon. What's it going to be about you?
Well, while Barty's thinking, I would like to shout to Halvor, Halvor! She's up here! We need your sword!
Bear with it. I just need to clarify a rule. Okay, yeah, no, it's fine. I was just checking whether non-living things are included as creatures, and they are. So I am going to cast Bane.
False. Well, possibly.
Well,
as you go to cast. Well, so actually, is this you casting? I think I know what you're about to say, but that still counts as the casting of a spell, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So as you begin to utter, or however, I can't remember what components Bane has, once you start to do your thing.
Verbal, somatic, and material.
Okay. Anastasia, whilst not taking her eye off Cora, you just see a finger twitch, and the sword flies towards you at great speed.
Okay.
And is going to attack you.
Oh, what? Does it counter if it hits me, or is it counted anyway?
If this hits and damages you, your spell fizzles.
Ooh, that's cool.
Not for you, it's not.
Shield. What?
Oh yeah, do you know what? For some reason you said shield. I think so. I was looking at counter spells, thinking, how can you counter spell a sword? Yeah, absolutely shield. So the sword comes flying over, and you just see it at the last second.
So,
and you just, as it's right in your face, you just see how this sword looks. I mean, you're not a martial person, but this just, you can tell this is an extremely keen weapon.
+2 longsword.
Yeah.
So, as I start casting, and she flicks her finger, and this sword comes flying towards me. As I am a warcaster, and I can still cast with one hand, poof, my shield, my actual shield comes up, and I kind of like somatic gesture with that, and it just expands from my old shield, blocks it off, and I'm still doing the somatic components with my other hand, and Midiastana. And
for the purposes of you not wasting anything, the sword and shield are not targetable. They're not their own units, they're just extensions of her own unit, which I've put visual tokens on for you.
Oh, okay. They're not... What do you mean?
They're not...
You can't attack
them. You can't attack them. They are part of her. That's just more...
But
so
okay, so they're the components that let her do stuff, but they're not going to make their own attacks. So they still operate... It's basically like spiritual weapon type thing.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay, so she's not going to make an attack, the shield's going to make an attack, and the sword's going to make an attack. She's not got 3 attacks with it.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. But what I mean is that they can't be destroyed. Okay. Yeah, I don't need to waste your time. I don't need to waste your time going, Braskor was Anastasia Karlova's sword. What is the name? What is the name of the shield?
It does her. It does her and 3 creatures. So her and 2 other creatures that are within range. So if they are not getting their own thing, then sure.
I mean, you would, I think, from where you are stood, just to let you know, be able to see at least one werewolf, though.
Okay, cool.
Because we start moving up the stairs towards Halv. Yeah, Halvor's got one below him and one to his left, so from where you are, I think you could see both of them, arguably.
Okay, then...
One is for you there, and one is there.
Okay. Then I will do that then, under the presumption that as these items appear, because I mean this is it. I'm considering these to be creatures because they have got tokens, I guess. So okay, that's cool then. So I'd like to target her and the other 2 werewolves then, if that is okay with you.
Yeah, is it saves immediately? I can't remember, or is it just happen? I can't remember with Bane.
Bane, I think it just happens. 1 second. Up to 3 creatures. Oh, they make charisma saving throws. There you go.
Charisma saving throw. Okay.
Whenever a target that fails this saving throw makes an attack roll or saving throw before the spell ends. Yeah.
Okay, so Anastasia's.
Fail.
Ooh.
DC 17 as a reminder.
Sorry, Ranfang. Let's have a look. If he's passed and like she failed it.
Fail.
A bunch of failures.
Nice. Okay.
So that's your action and your reaction?
My action, reaction, and bonus. Can I don't suppose I can go through the window with a movement. I mean, it's glass, but I don't know whether I can go through it.
You'd have to make an action to smash it through. You can't just pass through it.
Okay. Then that is my
I mean,
go.
you can step to there. Like sort of behind or past Cora, you would.
But this thing's up in my face, so I don't know that this thing can't just attack me. So
okay.
Oh, I've got shield, so yeah, I'll move there.
Okay.
Give everybody some freedom. Sure, that makes sense.
Okay, so round time.
How high are these? The roof? How high is the ceiling? How high is that ladder?
Let's have a look. We'll say 15 foot because it doesn't say for definite.
15 foot. Okay, I'm gonna scuttle up backwards over the wall into the corner of the wall, so that I guess I'm at least 10 feet away.
Okay. Right.
So I wouldn't be cool. Thank you.
So Halvor, sorry, Rhymefang. First of all, I apologise, Rhymefang.
16 makes the web save, right?
Yeah.
13.
Rhymefang will go ahead and bite at the nearest wolf.
Oh, so I'm targeting for you. Yeah, you do it.
He misses.
Anything else from him?
I will have him stay there for now.
Okay. Halvor, it's you.
So, 2 of the wolves are already essentially making their way up the stairs, and Esmeralda's right next to me anyway. Hearing Cora's call, I am going to bonus action with cunning action to disengage, and I'm going to go back up into the room. And I'm going to beeline for Anastasia.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm going to attack her with the Sun Sword.
You just see that blast of sunlight on you, and she just sort of winces for a moment.
Does she count as undead for the purposes of Sunblade?
She does.
If the turning into bats wasn't the giveaway.
Oh, nice rolls.
Yeah, she cries out as you come in at her. Yeah, absolutely. She was. You can tell she's not expecting that.
Big sweeping of wings with the Sunblade, and I call out, "Emil, get her!" And that is it. If he betrays us now, I'll be so devastated.
Greatest betrayal of all time.
Emil just throws the chains off and just holds his arms out for a second, sort of looking at all these burns, and just seethes, and then just bursts up into this huge form. Unlike the wolves downstairs, much closer to those huge wolves you'd seen in Kirill and Vorador, and he is going to lunge at Anastasia. What the? Oh, fuck me. I know what it is. About to be old shite. I haven't used this since the winery. It's set up to be wrong. Let's have a look. Target. It always targets the nearest thing. Target 1 creature. Done. And same for you, I imagine. Class. Target 1, not 5 feet creature. There we go. Let's do that again. So. Trash that. Untarget that. Retarget her. Now let's try it. Excellent. Comes in back. Oh, that's also not right. What the fuck? God, I should have checked these ones for. Yeah, that's very wrong. That does not hit.
I think it's correct.
That does not hit. This is one of those things that I made very wrong so long ago. Where you'll remember when I first started using Foundry, Halvor, where I mistakenly thought that all the proficiency and their mod bonus you added in manually as the attack bonus. So some things just had at first had like a plus 30 to hit. So let's try that. So that first one failed. So that first one did miss, and then the claw attack. Now that I've brought that back down to sensible levels, misses and goes wide. But yeah, he is now big and in the fight and in her face, and he's going to move around to block the window. Downstairs, this boy is going to try and make his save. DC 13 Dex. Finally, an enemy wolf is restrained by the web. He's going to attack Rhinefang instead.
He's restrained. I don't think he can
Sorry,
attack.
movement is... Ooh. I thought restrained movement was 0.
No, grappled his movement is 0. Restrained is you can do fuck all.
Shit. I am.
However, I do think he can use an action to break free, but still.
Yeah. Well, he's going to use his action to try... Well, there's no point, is there? Because if he breaks it, he still can't attack. If it succeeds, it is no longer restrained. So, yeah, let him try that. It says DC 15 according to the base spell, without there isn't a Barty bonus. And he's going to step away. So Rhinefang can make an attack opportunity on him if you would like him to. But you can't see him down there now, so should I do it for you?
Please.
You can still, you can still have a look.
Well, I can tab to him, but I can't actually see anything because there's no light going down there.
It hits.
Yeah, Rhinefang, you get him.
Okay, and he's going to...
For 5?
Yeah.
God. When I have a roll for Rhinefang, it's like 15.
Oh, go one more. Let's have a look here. Yep. There is some clattering from outside the open window with the wind howling in, and over a rise comes climbing the werewolf who ran outside. It drops back in through the window and is going to attack Emil, the much larger wolf.
Where's this one from? Oh, is that the one that started running?
Yeah. He's climbing up the window. He gets Emil hard around the arm, begins to rag him. Your GM has requested a roll from your character. Emil, please roll to see if you're affected by lycanthropy.
I don't think he is.
I mean, I think he is.
Oh, a nat 20 and a nat 1. Okay.
Oh no, I've got the curse and the gift. What do we do?
Because he succeeded, he probably took half damage.
Oh, thank you. That is a good point.
The two that I baned haven't attacked yet, have they?
No.
Nice.
Okay, Cora, it's you.
Cool. I can now shift my Hunter's Mark because the other one died. So I'm going to put Hunter's Mark on Anastasia. And then I'm going to fire some arrows at her, funnily enough. I'm probably going to use my barbed arrows, but I'm also going to... Am I allowed to get Norris out, or is that going to be...
It's an action to bamf him into existence, I believe.
Is it an action, or is it a bonus? I think it's a bonus.
I believe we've always said it's an action. Let me have a look. 5.
Well, even so, I'm using my bonus for something else.
Let's have a look. Find familiar. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba.
I think it's to summon it's an action, to bamf them's a bonus, right?
No, as an action, while it's temporarily dismissed, you can cause it to reappear. So
There we go, yeah.
Okay. Forget Norris then. Anastasia is going to be Hunter's Marked and attack
Okay.
with barbed arrows.
Off their shield.
Unfortunate.
The shield just drifts, just shoots in front of your arrow at the last second.
Then I'm gonna fire again, surprisingly. Oh, Jesus.
Another one. Which just gives you a little smile.
what a bitch. I mean, there's not an awful lot else I can do.
Gives you a little smile as her face is melting from the sun sword.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be giving her the finger right back at her. There's nothing else from me.
Okay. Esmeralda, having this werewolf come barreling up the stairs towards her, is going to attack it. Thrice. Oh, didn't get to apply damage yet. But yeah, the damage. All 3 hit. An unusually good round for us. Yeah, she just blocks that
Yeah, she
stairwell.
misses until she kill steals, and it's fine.
Yeah, she just blocks, just plants herself on that staircase with her mirror images sort of shimmering around her and just gives an absolute combo to the first wolf that comes up the stairs. She's going to remain there, blocking the way. Who knows what became of Caspian Valleys?
Meh.
Ooh, how am I going to handle this? Let's have a look and see where that wolf is. Yeah. He is able to do that. He clambers past his companion, climbing onto the rail.
Is he not in the webbing?
As he did, this one wasn't, no. He got out the webbing the previous round and ended up basically where Halvor was before. And then he has progressed from here, now that his other mate is out the way. And he is going to, seeing just the shimmering of Esmeraldas around him, and Anastasia penned in, he is going to attack Halvor.
Is it the one next to Ez that is baned?
No, the one with the hearts.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
There's another one downstairs.
Cool.
Oh, there is no such thing as a D5. What are you doing? 1D4. Misses. Fight. And then...
I think he got a -10 on his D4 then, Halvor. I saved you.
Nice.
Oof, not doing good. Werewolf. Dex saving throw. DC
Nothing worse
13.
than rolling Bane, and then they just roll like shit anyway.
Right, he's have to... Can he break it? DC 15? He can.
Cannot, because he's got Bane, so he gets minus the saving throws.
Not
it's a
this, not this
strength
one.
ability check.
Oh,
did fail
actually,
for the web.
Do you know what? Sorry, I got the 2 wolves mixed up. I've just been rolled for one who wasn't even in it. There's one still in it. The guy whose turn it is not in the web. So yeah, that is not what he did. He is the baned one, not the webbed one.
None of us know. We can't see anything. That's right.
He is going to come up as well. Let me just move him on here for a moment. Going to clamber up to... Oh, I'll fuck him back on it to teleport him back down, isn't it? Yeah. Right, I'm going to put him here. But Halvor, if you need to move this way, you can. He is effectively there. I just don't want to keep him in a bloody teleport spot when people are coming through. So yeah, if you want to move left, he is not blocking your path.
So he's on the stairs.
Okay.
Yeah, he's going to try to attack you, but he is baned. But he is also advantageous, this chap.
He's to try and attack me from over the banister.
No, he's on the banister. He's
Bastard.
climbing up. So this is advantageous, but minus 1d4. Misses. And then claws at you. Minus 1d4, advantageous. Misses. Jesus. Right, now it's back down to this fucker.
Does the
did
minus
you do
D4
before?
actually affect then?
How do you mean effect? It was on. Oh, do you mean?
Like,
Do you get the pattern? Yeah. Do you get the validation of it being the thing that did it? Yes, that one definitely did. But for claw attack, certainly it did. Not the bite. That was a bad roll. So he has broken his. I do not think there is any feasible place that this one can go. So he is going to go for Rhymefang.
What a dick move.
So dick.
Ooh.
No.
Yeah, Rhymefang not doing great down there. Anastasia. You see that she is starting to go up in flames a little bit now. And seeing this, she just still smiles. And to you, Halvor, despite like the flames licking up, it does not matter. Soon I'll be back and telling him all about this little trinket. And then she is going to attack you, Halvor. She lashes out.
Oh!
She's just quick. These quick surgical strikes where it almost seems like some sort of rapid dance that she just flings out here. And she attacks you 4 times with these slashes. Each of which, yes, is minus 1d4.
Thank fuck.
You also see that she seems emboldened by the presence of so many allies surrounding you, Halvor.
Oh.
And it just seems like you're just wheeling the shield around and all these blows are just raining off it, but it is probably the fastest you've ever been attacked. It almost seems like she's moving around you as she does. And all of them just
She's
rain
fast, but I'm
down.
faster.
And they all rain down on you. And as you're saying that and you're just blocking all these blows behind her, you just see for a brief moment her glance over your shoulder, and Bartandalis and Cora, you both see the sword just spin around and go striking at Halvor's back twice. Holy shit, this guy's AC.
For days? Oh, sorry. Shouldn't have said for days.
I'm going to use my reaction for Uncanny Dodge.
What's a half this incoming damage, is it?
Yes.
So you are struck for... Oh my god, roll for longer. Fucking hell. So 16 damage, but can you manually reduce that by 8?
I can.
So yeah, just this absolute blast of attacks. And then seeing this sword come through, and at the last moment you just have to dip out the way to avoid taking the full brunt of it. You just see her smirk slightly, and she steps back, ducking away from your blow.
Faff of Affinity?
Pardon?
Does it not get attacked? Oh, did you use uncanny dodge as your reaction? Shit.
Mm-hmm. How's that going to work? Sizing issue here is weird. She is technically still adjacent. So pause in combat for a second to show you this. So you can see where she is in the window.
Mm-hmm.
She can move there safely to be out of the sunlight. She is technically not moved out of range of Emil, but there is now a wall between them, so she hasn't triggered anything yet. she hasn't moved away from his space, but it kind of seems like, you've just removed yourself. Yeah, that seems not to be clever tactical play, but just to be bullshittery of the walls. So Emil will strike at her as she goes. Oh, so yeah, the shield moves with her. And she disappears out the window. The shield is circling her at all times. I should have really put it... Oh, I should have put it as a vehicle. That would have been a better idea. Next up is Bartandalis. The sword remains there, by the way.
That's okay.
It is you, Bartandalis. Rhyme, and Halvor, you're next.
I will hold on to my holy pendant. And... Oh, so let me double check whether this is only wizard spells. Oh! Fuck! Okay. Dick me. I am going to just... I'm going to cast Word of Radiance on that wolf dude. That is... I don't know, I'll do it to the one next to the window.
As in this boy?
Yeah, I've got him targeted anyway, so it's fine.
Cool. Have you? Why don't I see it? Oh, is it because he's slightly in the shadow?
Oh, why did I do it with one of the ones that isn't fucking baned? What a dildo. They'd have had a fucking -4 to their saves. Never mind.
No targets to save, apparently.
I thought he didn't have them targeted. But then just the top corner of it is in shadow for me, so I thought, maybe the... Oh, him!
Okay,
I was looking at a different one altogether.
Right,
one that's now baned.
One that's now baned. Well, they've not rolled the fucking... Go on, no, I want targeting the other one. Do you want to do the other one? It was the one near the window.
No. But just do one of them.
Okay.
Not Emil!
So let's try that. Let's try that in Sacred Flame again. Oh, it's because there's Word of Radiance. Sorry, Word of Radiance is ones that are around me. I meant Sacred Flame. They have to be adjacent. That's why they know targets.
Ah. So save -1d4.
And sorry for the sudden stall. I was about to use my Resonant Utterances, and then I had to quickly double check, and it has to be a wizard spell, which fucked me up all of a sudden.
Yeah,
so otherwise,
Sacred Flame.
I could have cast it.
Flame actually hits.
Hey!
In fact, it's been a long time, but where is it? Where is it?
Oh my god, it's been so long.
Oh, it's been so long that apparently the fucking mod doesn't work anymore. The Sacred Flame's gone. Oh, Sacred Flame's gone from the mod.
It's because nobody ever hits with it. They don't need it. They deleted it. It wasn't worth the WebM.
Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah. He is hit by it. Anything else from you?
No.
Okay, Ranfang.
Ranfang attacks the nearest wolf.
Is he not making his save first?
Oh, yes, he would do that.
13.
Oh, sorry. Can I shout for Caspin to... Oh, do you not? Fuck it. No. Fuck Caspin.
Okay. So, are you making it or am I, Halvor?
I shall do so. Hang on. Hey! And he attacks the nearest wolf, which
guys,
I would like you to do for me.
I don't think Van Richten's guide's coming today.
Not for you.
No. Let's have a look. Bite. I really thought I was going in that 20 then for me. The spell effect keeps coming up on it for a nat 20 for some reason. Okay, bites. And then it is
nice.
Halvor. What's Halvor wish to do?
Halvor is somewhat infuriated by the fact that Anastasia has slipped away, so he's going to take out his anger on some of these wolves. I don't think I feel like either of them have actually really been attacked so far, have they? So I'll just pick a random one.
I just did the one left of you.
The one that's mildly singed by the radiance of Lathander, I will attack. First of all, I will bonus action slam him in the jaw with my shield.
Okay. My Amazon thing has said it's now gone from being out for delivery today to now expected from the 21st to 22nd.
Wow.
That's unusual.
That's a big detour.
When I ordered mine, it's going to be with you on the 18th, and then on the 16th, it was like, sorry, it's been delayed. It's not going to be here today. I was like, wasn't expecting. It's going to be with you on the 18th, and then it arrived on the 18th. I'm like, what the fuck are you playing at, Amazon?
This is a athletics. Sorry, let me just. Oh, minus 1d4. Almost didn't do it. Honestly, I think it's easier just to mentally reduce it by 4 than it is to keep clicking. So click, minus 1d4, click. Even whilst baned, it is not enough. This was luxury.
Technically, it's only for saving throws anyway, so yes, it does not go prone, and I will stab it. I'm in a not great position. Okay. And I'm going to just attack it again. That is moi.
Okay. Emil being ragged by the arm.
The size of this turn marker, Jesus.
But being ragged across the arm by this smaller wolf, whose mouth is still around his jaw. He is just going to
Flexes and shatters its fucking head and splits its head in two.
reaches down, grabs it, and he's not going to deal any damage. But with basically his enormous hand around, not just the throat, he's basically grabbing around part of the fucking shoulder as well. Just goes, I never did like you, you nutter. And he just walks across and hurls this wolf through the window. And just lobs this werewolf out, shatters through the glass, and the wolf just disappears.
Well, simple but effective.
Now the rest, please.
Because that's the side with the cliff on.
Then he crosses over to the next one. This werewolf is going to attack Ez, but I think he needs to roll a d20 when he hits, and that dictates whether the mirror image. I need to get into macros more. I need to get into macros of these fucking spells. So let me just roll it regular, but I will not roll damage immediately because I think, well, it misses anyway. So I won't bother looking that up. And then what happens with this one? Also misses. No fucking worry. This wolf disappears from sight. Top of the round, Cora.
Oh. My hunter's mark has disappeared out the window, it would seem. So that's gone. So I'm gonna.
And it would not be dead yet either. Going off the falling rules you established last session.
Oh, well, yeah. So I'm gonna fire on the wolf that's immediately in front of me for now.
Okay. The sword doesn't grant any sort of cover. Oh, it wouldn't matter for you anyway. Yeah.
A tiny little thin piece of metal.
Oh, now you've said that, fucking Wakazashi, it's cutting your arrows in half.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, thank God that hit. Cool. I'm gonna fire one again. That's more like it.
He's not looking good.
Cool. I'm glad. And now I'm gonna fire on the one behind Halvor with Hordebreaker.
Don't know what it is of things, but you keep doing tonight. Keep going and say, well, they'd actually have. Oh no, they wouldn't because of you. Your specialization.
Hell yeah. Oh my God, how did that hit? I'm hitting with threes. This is amazing.
The power of the ladies 3
Straight.
blows through you. Yeah, that one's looking really bad now. Anything else from you?
Nope. I'm standing there looking scary, growling straight back at him.
Let's not get carried away. Esmeralda is going to attack the one that she has been engaging with. Once. Hits. Twice. Go on, Hitchin. No?
3
Okay.
times he's
There we
pooping.
go. Oh.
What?
Very strange. What a strange comment for you to make, Halvor.
Yeah, Halvor.
Strangely accurate, you mean?
I don't poop.
What?
Everybody poops, Hitchin.
Everybody poops.
And you see Ez, as that strange song echoes out, you see Ez just hack down a wolf on the stairs. Who knows what became of Caspian Valleys? The next werewolf is going to, seeing its companion go down, is going to try to leap past Ez, away from Ez, who I imagine will take a swing. Oh, which definitely hits. And it comes for you, Cora.
No, thank you. Stop growling at it now.
Emboldened by... Oh, no. The sword is not an ally. Oh, why is it attacking itself? What the fuck?
So,
An emo. Natural 20. Its claws reach out and
such great.
strike. Taking you deep across the chest, Cora. A heavy blow. What the fuck are you concentrating on?
Hunter's Mark?
Not, because it was the special one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then he will remain. This next one. He's going to just unload on Halvor. Emboldened. by that.
Abandoned.
Yeah. You said Bane was saving throws or ability. Bane's attacks, isn't it?
Attacks and saves.
Yep. So, do you know what? I'm not going to do... It takes longer to do 1d4 than it does for me. Oh, no, because it isn't just by removing it by
It's not
4.
just by 4, yeah.
Oh, gosh, you shouldn't have fucking said anything, man.
I follow by the rules, damn.
Miss and miss. Then he's
Get
going to
fucked.
attempt. He's going to attempt to withdraw. Will Halvor permit?
He will not. because he's next to one of my allies, can I consider Emil an ally because he's been fighting our side in this battle?
I think for the purpose of combat, yes, you're sharing a purpose, aren't you?
And I'm going to roll the big boy dice.
Dick energy!
Tell me how you kill him.
In his eye.
Sorry. Tell me how you kill her.
Her, I rammed the sunblade right through her stomach, and then I headbutt her in the face so hard that her face caves in a little bit.
Yeah, we're equal opportunities, Bartandalis. Him, her, don't give a shit.
I mean, there's never a they or a them in this campaign, though. Have you noticed that? Unbelievable. Get Harrison cancelled.
Well, you know, our next enemy is going to be Chromie, so...
Do you know what? We've met Escher. I bet Escher could be whatever you want, really.
It was Vargas. But in fact, you have met a them.
Have we?
The Abbot.
That's true.
And the Abbot's creation was bits of all kind of things.
yeah.
Oh, easy, Cora.
Yeah? Fucking hell.
Who knows if they're all human? I don't know.
Oh my god. That is some outdated.
Cancelled.
Yeah, absolutely. Cancel Cora. Who the fuck is she, says the internet. Okay, so that wolf is Killed.
Killing and died.
Downstairs, where this fucking web... What's web? 1 minute? Still
Yeah.
10 rounds of it. Like,
Yeah.
Look, that roll is definitely bad.
He ain't
So
going nowhere.
he's gonna try and break it. The firewall. DC 15. Oh, yeah. He's ripping out. Is Ryanfang gonna bite him as he goes?
Oh, if he gets a reaction too, yeah.
He's not restrained, is he?
Ooh.
Oh!
Sick 'em, Rhyme.
It's been
He still makes it to the
Subtle.
stairs.
subtle utility with these banes and webs in this combat.
And then...
Anastasia, fight him!
Dear. Oh.
What? Bite, hits werewolf, hits cat. She's bit two people.
No,
Well-
for some reason the werewolf remained targeted on the roof. In the room you're in.
Oh dear, poor Caspin.
Well, it missed. Oh wait, 12 hits, Caspin.
He's a fucking noob.
Okay, but analysts.
Do we hear some screaming, maybe?
You
Or is he just
hear
having a nice,
nothing.
calm conversation with
You
her?
hear nothing
Oh,
up there.
fuck me.
Meanwhile, none the wiser, without any large scrolling text box at the side of his head.
I mean,
Oh,
I
sorry,
saw
and
her go out the
actually,
window.
you did, but then you did nothing about it for a round. But sorry, before the end of hers, just after a few seconds of swirling menacingly in the air, the sword just flies towards you, Bartandalis. I know you are up in the air, hovered and crouched in the corner, Batman style, and it comes up to you. Will you be doing anything before?
No. Can I just double check? Did you -4 Anastasia's attack?
I did not. Let us roll.
Open roll a d4, come on.
Roll.
Yeah.
D4.
Yeah.
Ah! He must have more than a 9 AC.
I'm pretty sure 10 is baseline.
Where the fuck have I
Yeah,
moved
I was
those two?
He's got to have some leather armor on or
There
something.
they are. He's not got any leather armor on, but his AC is 10.
Has he got
So-
flat decks as well?
He has got
Has he
flat decks.
Oh god, useless little bastard he is.
So in that case, if that had not succeeded...
Oh no,
Oh,
this is
I
worse.
didn't do the 1d4 again. Oh, Bart, he was still targeted. Okay, so yeah, that changes that. So you would hear a cry through the hatch from Caspin of help, but the sword still is going to fly. I'm not going to move it because it'd be adjacent to Cora, but yeah,
Sure,
it is flown up to you in the corner. You said you are not doing an initial reaction. Well, by that I meant
I'm not doing
you're
anything
gonna
as it's
ward
coming
and
to me
flare.
now.
Yeah. My God, fuck off of the target. Why are things suddenly no longer on target? Oh, I know why. It's because this thing technically doesn't have a presence in the combat order because it's part of her. Oh, it just comes flying up and just starts hitting at the ceiling. And then after that, it just through a window. Let's have a look. That is that. Bartandalus, it is you. You hear a cry from oh, yeah, that would have happened. You hear a cry from through the hatch of Caspian shouting for help. Ramfang, you're up next, Van Halvor.
Fuck me. I 1, 2, 3. Okay. I will cast Sacred Flame on the wolf that's approached Cora.
Okay. Oh, I didn't delete that dead wolf, just to avoid any confusion there.
I momentarily look towards the window. It's got a -D4 as well, remember, on its save.
Mm-hmm.
I momentarily look to the smashed open window where Emil threw the wolf, the other wolf, and...
Oh yeah, it wouldn't have smashed, so the sword would have gone through. It's changing only the flavour. The sword did not smash through it, as it was already gone. Tell me how you... Right. This is where we need to pause things for a second and just try and remain immersed in the session and not go a bit wild. I'm aware of the time, but Bartandalus, you've just killed something with Sacred Flame.
Before, you rolled us like 6 or 7, and this time it was 21. That's ridiculous.
That's Radiant Flame. That's Sacred Flame for you guys.
It's 1 in a million.
You just don't know. You just don't know.
You have killed. You've taken life with that spell.
I hear the cries of Caspian, and I look to the window, but logic wins over. If I go up there, there's literally nothing I can do. But the anger fills me, and then I clutch onto my holy symbol, and I hold my hand out towards the vampire, to the well, whilst I'm crouched up in the corner. Lathander, grant us the blessings to end this battle quick, so that I can get to those that need us most.
Before you loose it, you hear...
I may be able to help with this. Use that anger to make it a bit more forceful, and then you'll know how to yourself. Shall I?
Obviously, that's only as instantaneous in your head exchanges as you're about
Before I
to lose
loose it?
before you loose it, and Tenebrous offers to help you shape the spell.
Sorry, what, the spell?
To shape it.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah. So the Sacred Flame that you did doesn't come out so much like the usual flame rising up, but more just like, it's almost like you grab like a lightning bolt of that Sacred Flame energy up the air and absolutely just hurl it directly at the wolf. And it just incinerates it. I will be adding a new spell to your character sheet later.
Ooh, exciting! Is this where Word of Radiance actually starts fucking hitting?
It's still going to be cantrip level, but it's a lot more reliable than Sacred Flame, and has a bit more of a direct flavour approach as Tenebrous helps you rework the spell in a manner that suits you most. But yes, that werewolf is annihilated. Anything else from you if we move on to Rhymefang? As you're still hugged. I love how you've done this whilst being hugged up in the ceiling as well.
I will move her. I will inch closer to the window.
Okay. Rhymefang.
Is there any more wolves down there with him?
No.
I want to skate through the door, right?
It did, but then it climbed up and came through the window. That's how the first werewolf got. That's how the first werewolf got in there.
So he can't really give chase. Can he, from where the one is next to me on the stairs, could he bite its ass from the bottom of the stairs?
I would say it would be very difficult for him to get on. Let me scroll up. Let me see. Oh yeah. He could, if he was on his hind legs on the banister, he could absolutely make an attack. But first, can he make a DC 13 Dex saving throw? Let's see. Yes.
All day.
I'm just going to target him from where he is to avoid fuckery. And it is adjacent to Ez, so he gets pack tactics. Is not expecting this attack from below. Yes. A solid bite. That's all he can do, unless you have anything else up your sleeve. So presumably it is on to Halvor's turn.
Do I count as being adjacent to that wolf? Or is he kind of really...
You are adjacent to him, yes.
Okay, then I'm going to bonus action disengage with cunning action.
Okay.
And I'm going to climb up the ladder.
Nice.
Okay.
I have hella move speed, so...
There is strong resistance to the hatch being lifted, like something or somebody is on top of it.
Oh. I will, I suppose...
You can use an action to attempt to shove it. Yeah.
Indeed, I'll attempt to shove it.
Athletics DC 12 with your significant strength. I really thought that was going to be a 2 then. The hatch bursts.
The person is launched like a trebuchet.
The hatch is launched upwards. And you see Anastasia stood on the ledge with Caspin on his arse in front of her, and just as you sort of pop your head up, I know you haven't fully moved out, but just to reflect, you just see as you pop up out and the light just blasts out, Anastasia again just recoils from it. Also, where are we? There we go. Anything else that you can do? That's your bonus, some of your movement and your action.
So, did that count as my action to open the thing, or was it like a shove attack that replaces an attack?
It was your action to force it open. You weren't attacking it, you were lifting it.
I do have a thing I want to do.
Go for it.
So, did I essentially knock Caspin over, it seems like?
No, you would have just seen her with unusual grace, sort of her feet quite slowly landing on the wall. Safe to say she was on it, you launched her, but she's had the unnatural grace to land on the ledge. Because,
I am going to move here, and then I'm going to use one of my maneuvers, which I do not need to have an action or attack for.
Oh, you know, that's cool. I thought all maneuvers were part of an attack. You can try and bait and switch it, are you?
I am.
And that's not part of an attack? I thought you'd only ever used that as part of an attack before.
No, just need to be when you... the condition is when you spend at least 5 feet of movement.
Cool.
So, he has an extra very sad 1 AC for the next... until the start of my next turn. And we swap positions.
Okay, let me just... Zip, zip. Zip, zip. Oh.
And that will be the end of my turn.
Okay. Downstairs. Emil is just going to bear down to, and you do, Cora and Bartandalus, you do, maybe Bartandalus isn't looking into the room, I don't know, but Cora certainly, maybe Bartandalus, if he decides, will notice that Ez just kind of flinches back for a second, but then Emil reaches out towards this wolf and is just going to... I've just realised that for him, it hasn't mattered before because he just threw someone out of a window, but this is... Oh no, it did do it. For a second I thought that his attacks technically weren't classed as magical, so like him and the wolves weren't hurting each other, but no, that's fine. He just absolutely rags the throat out of this last wolf and just flings it with his mouth and dashes it against the wall and it just falls down like dead. He looks around wildly, looks between you all, his chest just like heaving, and then you see him look up. And you thought these wolves before have just been like these werewolves who've been wild, and Vorador and Kirill just force these absolutely ravaging forces. Emil seems to have a bit more composure about him, and he sort of just grabs at the ladder for a second and looks up and sighs it. No, and then just looks at you and shakes his head. And steps back. That's what he's going to do for now. Having killed that last wolf.
Although it's no longer my turn, can I just have said, Caspian, get back down. It's safer down there.
Yes. And he will. However, do we have time for one more round, folks?
As much as I want to, rounds generally last a long time in these games, so I'm not sure that's a good idea.
But I mean, I think, is this round not pretty much going to be all of us trying to move upstairs? So there's not much anything
now. I've been bitten by this. Oh, look, I've magicked up 12 more wolves.
Let's carry on next week then.
Sure.
We're beginning with a tense one.
That was fun. I enjoyed that.
Oh, that's fun.
I'm sure you did, beating us senseless again.
I don't think you've been
doing all right.
Senseless.
Considering the start point, I'm amazed we're all still alive.
It's just Halvor's AC and choke points just give so much time for utility spells to be set up.
Yeah, given the fact that I have not been adrenaline surging this entire time, the AC has put in the work. I was considering early on just dodging and using AC as like a complete wall, but then nothing would have gotten killed. So
yeah, that's no use.
And turns out Emil, pretty cool so far.
What do you mean nothing would have got killed? I killed some stuff.
Killed something.
Oh my god, is this your first kill?
Hey now, come on.
Hey now, you've
killed a few kids.
Fucker.
Killed so many kids in that orphanage.
That's true.
Well, I very much enjoyed that. We had considering we didn't get a raid, we had quite a few viewers at some points tonight. We had over 12, 15 viewers before.
Greetings, viewers and bots. I hope you've enjoyed.
Well, the bots don't actually count. So when you click on your list of viewers, you see them, but they don't count as actual viewers on the viewer log. It's something to do with they are so. I was reading about it. They are present in the chat, but they're not actually viewing the stream. I presume it's about how they managed to be in so many, because there was loads of like streamer uproar at first. I'm like, oh, my engagement numbers are off. So yeah, there is some whole thing to it. But yes, thank you very much, everybody, for watching. Happy birthday, Nikki.
Happy birthday, Nikki.
Birthday, Nikki.
Yeah, and we will pick up with this. Oh, is it next week that you're not playing Bartandalus?
It is.
Oh, fuck me. This lack of commitment on this guy.
We're not going to be here on June the 1st.
The week after that as well.
Wait, no.
For the week
Next
off.
week is 25th. The week after that is the 1st. We'll be here on the 1st, won't we?
We're on the 1st, but not the 8th.
Okay, yeah, we're away on the 8th, so we'll be here the week after or whatever.
Okay, so we're not playing next week. We are playing the week after, and then we're not playing the week after that, right?
Indeed.
Correct.
Motherfuckers. Okay.
Do you know what?
Well,
I'll play next week. I'll not do the Frost Maiden game, but I'll play Strahd next week.
sounds good. See you all next Tuesday on the 25th. Unless,
See you later.
Oh, okay, I thought you were laughing because you were going to say, well, because we weren't having a session, we've made plans. But are you both still good for 25th?
No, that should be fine.
Excellent. What absolute showmanship from the mad cartographer. So see you next week.
See you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday. It means cunt.
Good night.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.